Friends, we are back with Atlas Fallen. Holy cannoli, can you believe it? Can you believe that shit? We did a bunch of side quests last time, but we have hardly touched the main quests. Let's change that, but first we're going to do... not here, although there is a thing over there. I think that's the prison that our blue god friend is stuck in. I think what I'd first want to do is knock out this watchtower. Assuming the game will let me, unless it's tied to like a side quest or a main quest thing where, like, oh, you can't do that yet. You have to do this other stuff first. If it'll let us do the watchtower, let's go and do the watchtower because I think it's guarding a couple things that I would like to grab. But yeah, it sounds good, Justin. I appreciate you stopping in, bud. I know you had messaged me a week or two ago, and I apologize. Like I was typing up a response to one of them. And I got distracted by something, and I realized I never actually sent the messages that I was typing up. So I owe you a couple of responses to a couple things. So I'll make sure to get back to you soon. And I felt my phone ding a little bit earlier as well. So I got a couple things to do. Always try to be snappy about these things when I can, whenever possible. Oh, is there a thing here? Oh, it's people. Yeah, we've already talked to them. Yeah, the task force leader. All right, this is old news. I saw the fire and I got excited. There is a thing over here. Looks like another queen fire. And it's not a queen, it's a conjurer. We at first thought it was like a personification of the queen. But now that we're seeing a bunch of them, I'm not so sure. I'm gonna take a tactical drink of water first. I'm ready. I see this. I was gonna say he's still in his shield. Yeah, there we go. I was waiting for them to be throwing some stuff at me. Let's take out his little buddies first. Oh, I see. Oh, they're like staying in the shield. I was like, why aren't the friends here? There's more friends. Just gonna make him a little bit bigger. He's a big boy. More air dodges. I'm gonna jump up first. Yeah, there we go. There we go. It's a good damage on that chest piece, but the arm's a little bit harder to hit. Yep. That's fine. That's fine. Do the fly boys first, if possible. See, you've embigified one of your buds. Oh, got the Friezenation. Although I can't really capitalize on it because the shield's still up. But at least means that their ability to throw stuff at me is a little bit sad now, which is good. The whole point is to make the bad guys sad. Get this going too. There we go. So I can fuck up his armor. Okay, good damage though. Really good damage. But of course the shield's back up, so yeah, it's a... Get it while the getting's good, but just know the shelf life on those attacks, those opportunities rather, is limited. Oh, that was the wrong button. I tried to press Q, but I pressed 1 instead. Ouch. Let's up here throw one more, because 1 would be enough. Ouch. More of these. I'll go ahead and just kind of be on dodge mode for a second because there's a lot of them, more than I always expect. Whoa! Kind of stuck in a weird position, but I'm still hitting him, so it's okay. Okay, so that arm's out of there. Ouch! And I kind of very quickly fucked up a bunch of his bros. Not all of the bros, though. Just some bros. Oh, come on. I can't quite reach it. There you go. Oh, that killed! I didn't realize I was gonna kill. I knew that it would interrupt that combo. That rewards another essence core, but what's in this thing? That's the real answer. The real question. Okay, so just more raw resources. Hopefully we're getting close to the point where we can actually upgrade some armor pretty soon here. I think that's one of the major things we have to destroy to open up like the next passage. So we'll do that in a second. Yeah, there's 2 of them. It's one that way and then one up there. So that's a cool shot. The watcher watches from the distance. I'm gonna go ahead and see. I'm kind of curious though what this watchtower will open up. Presumably it'll do something. That is, assuming I can reach it. Check the map actually. Yes, you have to kind of go around. You know, I've made this joke at least once, maybe multiple times now, but I see this and I just think blight storms and ash storms from Morrowind. Going an entire stream without mentioning Morrowind, challenge level impossible. For me at least, for Alex. Cannot be done. Physically impossible. Well, I'm seeing a lot of these stones out here. I'm not sure if they are gravestones, or if they are something else. Alright, so this watchtower is guarding this fella. Couple treasure chests. There were some treasure chests in the previous area that I never snagged because it was never clear to me where the once you beat the watchtower, it was not clear to me what opened up. So I didn't know where to get my rewards. So really, it was just the satisfaction of a job well done. That was the reward of the previous round of watchtowers we beat in the previous area. And that really is its own reward at the end of the day. We gotta find... Oh, it's probably you. Probably this fella right here.
The haze from the tower hides.
Oh, quicksand? Oh, great. One of these guys in quicksand. A heaver in quicksand. Heaver, but I hardly even know her. Good news that there is some little spots. Oh, wait, never mind. It's one of these. There are some little spots we have solid ground to walk upon. Ouch. I say you would fucking let me smack your face. Oh, never mind. No more face smackies for me. I need to jump. Oh, I did not jump. Ask me anything. Oh, that guy fell off the edge. Oh no, he actually managed to stay afloat. I was gonna try to. There we go. Parry that one. Yeah, like that. Oh wow, that's a really brief shield or brief stun effect. Oh, there's a dive. There's 2 divers. Well, damn. I think the guy did just straight up fall down. Oh, Jesus. Ouch. Yeah, that guy did fall down, but then he respawned right behind me. So that's what I get for making fun of him. Ouch. Dodge that one. I figure the fellows are gonna throw themselves at me again. I have to do this, which is annoying. Ouch. That hurt a lot. God damn, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Oh heck. Oh heck. Oh heck, I'm getting stunned, locked. Oh, it's because I can't, right, I can't dodge when I'm in the quicksand. Ooh, that's rough. It's rough. Oh my god, I hate this. You have to mash that jump button. Okay, I guess I'll fight you first. Oh my god, it's an instant stun. That's huge. I had no idea that was a guaranteed instant stun. That's crazy. Should be cray-cray. Ouch. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, they're both in the same space. Ain't that some shit? Oof. Oof. And it takes so long to get up when you're stunned in the quicksand like that. That's rough. Oh, here we go. I got some rock right here, though. see if I can break the tail. I've actually never broken the tail on one of these guys before. Ouch. He's so close to death. He's out of there. So this at least would simplify the equation if I can take out his little guard dogs first, his guard worms. Ouch. Throw some shit. He's probably gonna charge me pretty soon. Oh, he's gonna throw shit as well. Oh, I wanted to get away from that. Oh, I've mistimed it. Jesus. I've like screwed over so many parry attempts here. I can't parry those things. Where'd the worm go? I have no idea where he went. There we go. Oh, heck. Trying to focus the other guy. I had no idea where the worm went. He might have just despawned. Yeah, it looks like he despawned. Which is a shame. Never got to kill him. Oh, man. Oh, I still managed to finish him, though. Finish him. Oh, the whole fight stopped. That's lame. Well, can't do much about this, then, if he despawns. Oh, he just... Okay, so the whole fight restart. That's really annoying. I forgot that happens. I forgot they'll just... The fight will just end if you don't kill him fast enough. I knew if you get too far away, the fight will end. Yeah. Yeah, I think it restarted everything. That is very not fun. Ouch. Very not nice. Especially for a fight like this where it is arduous. A lot of environmental shit you're trying to dodge. Oh, it's because it's not showing up in the sand. That's right, yeah. Like, I can't see shit. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, I'm stuck. There we go. Oh, Jesus. And I can't hurt you guys until you try to attack me and I parry it like this. You're too far away for me to capitalize. I just kind of have to suffer through it. Unless he does the charge attacks. Can't parry that one. Oh. Oh, heck. Parry it. There we go. Sure like to throw stuff at me, but yeah, they don't like to get too close. Which is wise. It's smart of them to not get close. So then I can't capitalize. Oh, he's doing it though. You fool. One. Oh man, I keep thinking I can just jump and dodge because it's something I've been conditioned for a while now. I can't hurt you. Ouch. I'm not healing. Oh, that's not good. I might have to take an L here. I did get a heal back just now though. Ouch. Oh, I forgot. Forgot that was coming. Ouch. 3 of these things left. Ouch. I think I can parry that if I time it right. A lot of technicalities in that sentence, but I think it can be done. You want to charge me, bro? Yes. Hell yes. There we go. That's one less thing to worry about. Thank frickin' goodness. Of course, he immediately respawns. I'm really surprised the timers for how long they remain parried is a lot shorter than it usually is. Maybe because it's a Watchtower fight. Maybe they get that's like a special thing they get. Ouch. Need you to lock on. There we go. Boop, boop. Okay. I would like to be effective in this combat, please. Oh, dodge. There we go. I can quicksand, man. Not even once. Ouch. Seems like there's this weird thing where if you jump, you and try to combo these things, you kind of go over their hitbox a little bit. So you end up in this weird situation where you're not really locked onto them quite as well. So you're kind of like punching over them a lot. But it does give you more air control, so you're not able to like hit as well. But you're in a better defensible position. Dang it. One more hit. There we go. So it's like, yeah, do you want more reliable combos or you want more air control? So you kind of have to pick one. Oh, almost, I got one more lucky hit on him. He was almost out of there. This boss knows to spam its most annoying abilities. I'm bothered that it's so effective too. I'm bothered that the boss is being smart and that it's being effective with its annoyingness. But too bad for him, it wasn't enough. All right, that quicksand can eat so many butts. So that was nice to knock out, but it was not the only fight that we have to take out here. Maybe because we didn't kill both of the worms? Maybe one of the worms respawned. Who up playing with a worm right now? Who up playing with a worm are in? Oh, actually, no, that wasn't even the watchtower fight because I forgot that a little barrier forms around you whenever it starts. So that wasn't even the big one. It was just a big one. Something just happened. See those little flyboys? The camera has zoomed out very dramatically. Maybe I need to get close over here. Onto the watchtower grounds itself. Ooh, now we're in big fucking Blight Storm territory now, baby. See, we got a flyboy above us. Yeah, now we're gonna, if we stay here for too long, we're gonna get corpus disease. Oh, a new friend? No, I think we've already fought you before. He's like a souped up... No, actually, no, we've not fought this particular one. He's like a souped up version of a fella we've already fought on a number of occasions. Oh, that laser. Don't like that. No, sir. No, sir. I need some cover behind here. Want to come and get me so I can do something while we're just chilling? There we go. What are you doing? Oh, he's doing the big fucking, yeah, that thing, which we've seen before. I couldn't interrupt it, unfortunately. I imagine that a lot of this fight will be fairly familiar since we've done something similar before. Ouch. We fought something similar, rather. Punch. I'm gonna try to go for the tail first. Just like earlier. It's kind of hard to see though. It's like so sandy and blurry. Can I interrupt him? I can't even hit him from there. At least I can run around in the sand to be a cool sandy boy. Hatch. Oh, I'm trying. I was gonna say I'm trying to land, but I was like being unable to touch the ground to like land on the ground because the dudes were like, I was touching them. They were like, we were in the same little collision box. It was kind of romantic. I'll wait here. Wait for an opportunity. There we go. Can I interrupt that attack? Yes. Yes, I can. Can I just break the tail first? I don't think I can break it in time. There's good damage, but gotta get out of that thing. I don't know how much damage it does to me, and I do not want to stick around to find out. This should be enough, though. I'm gonna hold off on the shatter. I'm gonna wait for the big one. This is some good damey dams. Stun, very good. I should have gone for a parry. So yeah, for a while there, he hasn't been doing a lot of parries. He's been doing his special attacks. Like that attack that I can interrupt. There we go. Look at that. Just fucking wailing on his ass. His entire ass. Santa didn't stun the big man. That will stun the big man. There we go. I'm just a small little whirling pile of arms and sand punchies. Trying to get all the pieces. So I look at the big armor fearlessly. Actually, you can't really see what I'm doing, but that should do it. I was like stuck underneath him. With such a big target like that. That was the final watchtower in the game. I just got a little achievement. Chivo. So we saw that little cave. Got a couple treasure chesties. Wildlife returns to the area. And the blight storms are gone. And the trader is setting up shop. Good guy. Good guy, that trader friend. Not traitor, trader. Got some tainted plants as a reward. Also a big purple one? Yeah, purple. Get the purples. Lots of things for interrupting bad guys and stunning them. Shorter cooldown, but drain. Hell, ooh, I don't like that. Probably I'm not going to use that one too much. Unless there's a way to upgrade out of the negative aspect. It's much nicer without the storms. So the shield area was blocking the treasure chest. I think it was like this one. A little bonus padlock, and of course here's the quicksand, my favorite. I think it was in front of the quicksand. We saw it kind of as we were walking up. Actually, no, I think it was back that way. I think I was kind of going around the bend. I think that's how we did it, because I remember passing by this rock and kind of following that little trail. It's probably what it was. It was, I think, 2 treasure chests, which is nice. I'm not going to get my hopes up that it's anything amazing, but might be something cool. And more importantly, it could be something that makes our guy look cool. It might be something cosmetic. That's really its own reward. Here we go. So we got a new formula. Reduce the aggressiveness of your foes. I guess that's a good thing. Unless I want them to attack me so I can parry them. We got a couple nice things. So much nicer now. Right, so really now, it's just a matter of main quest stuff. Main quest action. So energy sources. So find the energy source. That's pretty simple enough. Then it says find a way to cross the gap. That's this one right here. We actually were over there not too long ago. I'm gonna check the trader though. Right over here. Oh, I see. He's got the thing up here. I thought this was the other camp. I didn't make the connection. This was the trader. I thought that was the other camp we saw.
Look at what you have. I could have never guessed this is what it would come to. I'd like to
Approach and let's trade. Surely he's got some stuff I want, right? Yes, but I am low on money, but I can change that.
Fetch a nice sum, and we will both be happy if you can sell me some.
Let's see if there's things I have that you especially want, like this, for instance.
I needed that
What's the game pieces? Which I have many.
Anyway.
Many, 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 and they sell for a pretty penny.
We have
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, they do. Some of them are quite rare. We worked quite hard to get some of them. Very good, very good. So now we got big fucking dollars. I'll take the treasure map.
This is of the best.
Hardening scar. Increase defense. Personalize your foe destroying. Oh, that's tasty. I like that a lot. I'll take. You know what? I'll take them both actually. Both pretty good. Idol of Destruction. Spawn a health orb. That one's just okay. I'm not a huge fan of the orbs you have to collect unless they can like gravitate towards you. Yeah. I guess I'll grab them. I mean, it's not like I'm short on cash. I guess I might as well. Hey, what's up, Aaron? Yeah, big money, no whammies. Dude, I think that same shit sometimes. I'll hear myself or someone else will say big money and my mind goes to no whammies. Oh, and cosmetic. Here we go. So we get a burgundy. Saturated gold, we get like royal purple. You know we gotta get that royal purple, of course. Of course. Copper dye, yellow dye to make a true piss color, of course. I'll take the royal blue as well. I think I'll grab that burgundy. You could do some cool shit with that burgundy. Some cool things to make my guy look real pretty. Not like I need help looking pretty, but you know. We'll pretend. Actually curious how that purple will look on my current getup. So customize. Oh. Customize. Oh, that's... I like that. That's nice. It's like a more menacing version of the Magicka robe. Anyone ever played Magicka back in the day? Or Noita even, the Noita robe. So yeah, that with the red. Actually, should I do... Hold on. Oh wait, no. Not really that prominent, is it? I'm kind of surprised. I thought it would look super different from the deep red. The royal red. Burgundy, that is. That actually kind of blends in more than I was thinking. Essence red. The essence red is more pinky, like kind of more purpley. Brighter yellow. I think I'll just stick with what we got. I think we good. Make my guy look nice and purty. As if we couldn't even look more beautiful. So yeah, we're gonna be heading back that ways. You know what? Yes, I will check the wildlife area. They might be nice and give me a treasure map or something. That'd be very nice of them. You were feeling generous. Yeah, Magicka Flashe. Flashe knows what's up. That's right. Yeah, Magicka that was one of my favorite. And not what am I saying is one of my favorite indie games from back in the day. I actually played through it on stream with some buddies, Dave and Arctic, last year, maybe it was 2 years ago, and fucking loved it. Still, game is a glitchy, sometimes unplayable mess, and it's wonderful. It's honestly better because it's glitchy and crashes all the time and unreliable, because it kind of adds to the feeling of it adds to like the chaotic nature of the game. You just kind of embrace it. Haven't got another one, yeah. Because there was Magicka 1, of course, which was amazing. Had a bajillion expansions and DLC packs. And then there was Wizard Wars, which was kind of a MOBA of sorts. And then there was Magicka 2. And I've yet to play Magicka 2. The problem is that I remember Wizard Wars majorly, and I guess I understand why they did it this way. But they really simplified. To my chagrin, overly simplified. The combat possibilities in Wizard Wars, because instead of allowing you to have 5 elements, they restricted it to only 3 elements for casting a spell at any given time, which made me kind of sad. Because I liked having the weird shit, you know. I liked having the full 5 tick for slapping spells together. I think they also removed a couple of elements, maybe. I can't remember that detail. But for Wizard Wars, I was kind of bummed about that. And then they kept that process as well for Magicka 2. So it also has a simpler spellcasting system. Part of the reason they did that, I think, is because they wanted it to be more compatible with consoles. Because playing Magicka 1 on a gamepad is fucking impossible. It is a nightmare to play on console or on a gamepad. So, you know, if they were taking pains to make it compatible with console players and gamepad players, I can't really hate on that too hard, because, you know, more usability options is nice, but for me, selfishly, we definitely lost some of that complexity that I loved. As just slapping spells together, combinations of elements together was so fun in Magicka, and sometimes you would land on very effective combinations. Sometimes they'd be extremely stupid, but more often than not, they were fun, and if nothing else, they were creative. Although, you know, I haven't really been that sad, because whenever I want my itch of like weird spell combinations, whenever I want that itch scratched, I just fire up Noita. Noita, I would say, does an even better job of providing me a nearly infinite canvas of spell combinations and overpowered, unbridled nonsense you can put together in Noita. And that game is decently easier to play on gamepad. There's of course, Let's Suffer Together. He's a very prominent YouTube and Twitch streamer, content creator, and he exclusively plays that game via gamepad.
His footprints in the sand will vanish.
So yeah, Noita has kind of supplanted Magica, for me at least, as far as like a game that kind of scratches that itch. But Magica, again, the chaotic nature of the game and the co-op is just so goofy and fun. The arena matches were great. The arena mode was fun. It was super fun. Playing co-op and having it inevitably devolve into slinging rocks at each other and intentionally murdering your friends. The game crashing every half an hour. It's just a whole fucking mood, man. The DLC, yeah, there was the Vietnam one, there was the vampire one, there was the D&D themed one. Oh my god, they were just amazing. The base game is very good, but the DLC packs are, like, some of them are extremely good, extremely well made, very clever encounters, very fun themed areas. Yeah, just way better than it had any business being. And of course, the nice thing about Magica is that even though the game runs like shit and crashes all the damn time, you don't need a beefy computer to run it. And the game, if it usually is going on sale on, like, you know, Steam holiday sale or Steam summer sale for like 90% off, so you can pick it up on the cheap. Love it, man. I absolutely love it. This conversation makes me want to fire it up now. God damn it. My understanding is that a number of games have that effect on people. Like, if you talk about the game enough, especially if it's like a message board, like or a Reddit thread or something like that, inevitably talking about an old game like that, you'll get people being like, fuck, reinstalling. I've seen people talk about that with regards to Deus Ex, I think, the original Deus Ex. Like, they talk about how cool it is, and then inevitably someone in the thread goes, fuck, alright, I'm installing it now, god damn it. I had other stuff I wanted to play, but now I have to replay this game. As always, I'm that way with Morrowind. That's my poison. Never get enough. Alright, so we need to find a way across, but I think we already saw the answer. A little bit of frames. Some frame rates happening there. Gonna be one of these puppies. Reveal the source. The sauce? No, the source. So now we have to make sure we don't fall into the ocean and die horribly and land on the rocks. Getting visions of Secret World Legends out of all things as I'm kind of gallivanting about here. I'm reminded of the lighthouse area in Secret World Legends. How you could just jump from the top. And there was no fall damage in that game. Oh, System Shock 2. Yep. I get it. Well, I can't say I can't really say I get it. I've yet to beat that game myself, but I've played it a decent bit. I need to go back and finish System Shock 1 first, the original System Shock 1. And then also the remake, but I want to finish the original first. I want to be an OG, an original gamer. Whoops, I'm trying to grab this thing.
This is not
A horseshoe, a special horseshoe. For a special horse.
Well, the land may finally heal.
You think my guy with these spikies that he's wearing, these horns and the spikes on his armor, do you think when he walks through doors, I mean, I guess we don't have a lot of doors and like houses we're going through in this game, but you know, in the odd instance when you're going through an interior zone, do you think he has to like kind of move sideways through the door frames to not clunk on like the ceiling or the door frames, like scratch shit up? Like, hey, we just redid the basement. Don't be scratching up the walls. That kind of thing. The Shock games, yeah. Of course, a lot of people know about the BioShock series, and BioShock is separate from System Shock, but I understand that it was more or less meant to be kind of a spiritual continuation of the series. System Shock 3, I think, is still in development. I don't think I've heard anything confirming they've like halted on it or anything. Gonna hold off on that one for a second. Oh, we have to fight some things first. Well, we don't have to. I could avoid them, but I might as well. Ouch. And I see... Oh, it's one of these things. Okay. It's gonna get a little bit too airborne for my tastes. There we go. Yeah, a lot of people, rightfully so, point out that System Shock 1 is a Bonafide classic, or System Shock 2 rather, is Bonafide classic. I know people liked 1, but 2 is I think for one thing it sold better, and more people have played it. It just had it just made more of a splash, and of course it inspired games like Half-Life 2, or Half-Life rather. You know, the other contemporaries with System Shock 2 are just more well-known, whereas System Shock 1's kind of hard to play. The Enhanced Edition actually is pretty nice, because the Enhanced Edition allows mouse and keyboard controls, that kind of thing. And there are fan mods that allow mouse and keyboard and modern resolutions, that kind of thing. But yeah, the original System Shock was no mouse and keyboard control. Well, mouse and keyboard. There was no mouse controls, so no mouse aiming. It was wonky. It was clunky to play. At the time, it was okay because that was the standard, but you know, once mouse aiming became the golden standard, it's hard to go back. What's that? You see the little fella right here? Oh, if that's anything significant. I passed through something? Oh, it's an arena over here. Oh, there's an elite foe over here. Alright, so I'm gonna check a couple things real quick. Booted up on a whim, yeah. Personally, I want to play the Enhanced Edition of 1 and the Enhanced Edition of 2, and then the 1 remake. Because I think there's maybe gonna be a remake of 2 as well, but then they're working on 3, of course. Oh wait, no, never mind. They're doing an enhanced version of 1 and 2, because, well, the enhanced version of 1's already up, but the enhanced version of 2 is being developed, I think. I don't think it's out yet. So we got... I'll take us up top, I think. Let's do the Elite Foe fight first. Yeah, Half-Life, yeah. Half-Life is phenomenal. Phenomenal series. I've played everything except for Alex. I've yet to play Half-Life Alex. I know what you're thinking. Kind of self-serving for me to having not played that game, right? Being a fellow Alex myself. But, no, I've played all the other entries. Expansions, the spin-offs. Blue Shift, did the whole thing. Actually, I've yet to play Decay. I really ought to play Decay. I know there is a single-player way to play it, but also just playing with some homies would be kind of cool. I know there is a PC port that is available on Steam. So that'd be a good thing to try out one of these days. Whoops. He's got the Holy Trinity version of this thing. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Oh, it's because I'm standing on the AoE, that's why. No, I can wonder. I can't capitalize, he's too high up. Get your ass down here. This is a souped up version of this fight. There we go. Now if I fall down, when I fall down, I hope I'm... Oh. Am I stuck? Okay, I grabbed the ledge. Good, we're good. Yeah, when I fall down, I hope it actually just pops me back up top and just restart the whole dang fight. Punch. Get back here. Oh, how'd that miss? Like I was pretty good on the timing for that parry. Not good enough. There we go, that one worked. Far away. Oh, now he's stuck. Oh, he's real sad now. Good. Stay sad. Ouch. I still remark about how Half-Life 1 was so ahead of the game. Like, so ahead of its time. I played through it not too long ago again. Replayed through it, rather. I think it was maybe 2 years ago, and the game's still a banger, man. All these years later. Ouch. Break my lock. Actually, no, I'm gonna continue to lock so I can do that. Punch him in the face. Interrupt that. Do a heal. I really do. Oh, it's because he hits me on the backswing. That's how. I keep thinking like, man, I was timing that parry pretty well. It's because the parry doesn't connect at first, or the hit doesn't connect. It's because he's hit me on the backswing, and by the time he hits me in the backswing, the parry has expired. The window is expired. A couple parry animations going on there. Very good. Very good. Ouch. Out of there. was trying to press that button. There we go. Too far away. That fucked up that piece of the armor. Did I mark him? There we go. Now he's marked. Oh, now you're real sad, friend. Ouch. I ain't your buddy, guy. I ain't your friend, pal. I'm like really trying to lean extremely hard on this air combat thing, but he's doing such a good job of avoiding me. So the unfortunate truth of the matter is that my mark damage bonus has already ended. He's been doing a good job of avoiding me, but not for long. Ouch. Okay. Just slurped all of my juice. Oh, this guy's gonna be throwing lasers at me. God damn it. I was saying last time how there's a number of enemies in this game that are refreshing to fight because they want to fight you. You know, they chase you down, or they at least don't actively avoid you. This motherfucker is not one of those fights. This motherfucker is one of the fools that actively avoids you, and it's fucking infuriating sometimes. He's out of there. Scorcher. Scorcher, but I hardly even know him. The enhanced edition, yeah. Well, the original is rough. I'm sure the enhanced edition is, even though it is more playable, it's probably still pretty rough though. Okay, so no news about the enhanced edition of 2. Yeah, I've heard extremely good things about Half-Life Alyx, yeah. What's up, Unstable? Yeah, Decay is good. I've heard Decay is very much worth playing. But there's mods. Yes, there's Sven. Sven co-op, yes. Have I played They Hunger? I've played the full trilogy and I loved it. Although that final boss of Chapter 3 can eat a dick. That final boss of Chapter 3 is just impossible. I mean, I beat him, but good lord, that thing was a monster. A real menace to society. A real dick twister. But yeah, They Hunger was really cool. Really well done. Bullshit final boss notwithstanding. God, that final boss was just stupid. In the helicopter when you're escaping, God. Worst, man, the worst. But you're right, Sven co-op is a fantastic way to play Half-Life in co-op mode, either with official things like, well, well, They Hunger isn't official, but either with the official game, the original game, or with some classic mods like They Hunger, or some of the goofy meme mods that people have made. People have made some pretty wild stuff over the years. You can play via Sven co-op. So yeah, lots of great stuff out there, man. And I make this jump? Am I not worthy? Am I not worthy? Really? I can't make that. I can't just ledge crab. There you go. I can't ledge crab. And there's Black Mesa, but yeah, Sven co-op. Me and Arctic and Dave, we've played quite a bit of Sven co-op, and at some point, once Arctic's schedule kind of settles down, I'm hoping we're hoping we'd be able to get back into it, just because that's always a fun time. Says we're living the dream. You know it, baby. You know it. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Monday, back to work. The dream is being lived. The wet dream. The waking wet dream. Get a group of friends, play a campaign. Yeah, I remember. God, this was a minute ago, but I remember in college. So probably, you know, about 10, maybe 13, 14 years or so ago. We would do like, I was in a student organization. It was a game development group, student organization. And we never did anything like super big with the games we made, but we would just make like, you know, kind of small little indie, kind of one-off game projects over the course of like a semester or two, just for fun. We would never publish them. It was just kind of a thing we would just kind of have, with amongst all of us. Oh, okay, it's a one-way thing. Just the thing that we could just kind of enjoy working on and like and making together and seeing what we could pull off and the challenges that went with it. And it was always a lot of fun. We would also do just kind of themed game nights. We would try to recruit new members and invite people to play games with us. And yeah, there was one that we did a LAN party, kind of an unofficial LAN party, because we were just playing off of like the university network. But It's the university Wi-Fi, nothing fancy. Obviously, we played Sven co-op, and we had like a 12-person group playing through Half-Life 1 in co-op mode. And the very beginning, after you've done the tram ride, after you've done the let me think about this. It's after the Resonance Cascade. So before you have the crowbar. So before the crowbar, but after the Resonance Cascade, you have to go on a couple of elevators. And there's one elevator in particular. It goes up and down. And it kind of curves, I think. Actually, no, it does not. It doesn't curve. But it does just go up and down, as elevators are known to do. However, all 12 of us, or all like 10 of us, however many it was, were all crammed into this elevator at the same time. And the gate and the Gold Source engine, bless its heart, was unable to accommodate that many entities onto an elevator at the same time. So there was like a very key moment where the elevator, all of us are, we're crouch jumping, we're spamming nonsense, we're just being a bunch of assholes, waiting for this elevator to finish. But it gets halfway down and it stops suddenly, and we're like, oh shit, what's going on? And then it like jiggles a couple times. And then suddenly you hear like Gold Source bone crunching noises. 6 of us, or like 7, like more than half of us die, just insta-gib. And then the elevator continues as it like shuffles off the extra weight when it said, all right, I can't do this. Some of you guys gotta get the fuck off. But fucking turned some of us to liquid.
Those ruins. I do not remember.
Have I played Elden Ring? A little indie game. I've yet to play Elden Ring, actually. I've only played Dark Souls 1. As far as From Software games go. Well, actually, that's not true. I've played Dark Souls 1 and I've played Armored Core 1. So as far as From Software titles are concerned, I've only played the first in a few entries. And I would like to change that. I would like to eventually play through Dark Souls 2 and 3 and Bloodborne. Bloodborne, oh baby, especially. But yeah, then Elden Ring, absolutely. Got this armor fully upgraded. I'm gonna do the same for this one. I can't get it fully upgraded, but we're getting pretty close. So now the question is which armor do I use? Also, which perk do I use? I think we're nearing the end anyway. Yeah, I'll do this one. And this one. It's handled the situation perfect. It really did, honestly. It was an efficient way of making that elevator work again. Problem solved. So our armor choices. This one is amazing defense and really good shatter. This one is better recovery and worse everything else. Defense is in the toilet. We might not really use this one too often. Although it looks very cool. Oh, that's because it's only rank 2. That's why. This one's maxed out though. So it's going to be between these two. So it's a trade-off. Do we want amazing offense and kind of middling defense and not great shatter? The shatter is something I only kind of use at the end of fights anyway. I liked it just not as much. I've heard kind of mixed things for a lot of folks. I know a lot of people still liked Elden Ring, but they didn't like it as much as, yeah, original Dark Souls or Dark Souls 3 or Bloodborne. Bloodborne kind of set the bar, from my understanding at least, set the bar too high in some ways because it's hard to follow up. I want to try this one. I want to see how different it feels because the better defense for this one is nice and the better shatter is also quite tempting. But yeah, I want to see what this one's all about. Oh, I see what's going on down here. I see what's going on down here. So you get more offense if you have enough of the red essence stones, and you get more shatter if you have the healing stones. Got it. So if I wanted better survivability or more momentum, I need more yellows and blues. That explains. So we'll try this out, though. And I think we'll probably stick with just the default cosmetic item. The default helmet, that is. Although that helmet's kind of cool. The others don't really pair with it too well, I don't think. Although that one is kind of funny. Next, this one that one might pair kind of okay. Look at that little thing. A small, simple, small metal shield. It's kind of cool too. I don't know, I think I'll be a sun bro. Since we're talking about Dark Souls. Oh, Unstable's got a video for us. Check that out real quick. Here, let's save real quick. I at least imagine it. That seems extremely unpleasant. And I'm a guy that likes onions. I love onions in things, just not by themselves. It's too much, man. My eyes are burning just thinking about it. Look at me, I got all the little dingly danglies. Got the dingly danglies. I look like a druid. A druid or a fucking studio. What's that called? Studio A52 or the studio that publishes like all the really cool weird movies. I look like a character or like a monster in one of those movies. I look like something you would see in the background of The Witch, which is my favorite horror movie. Is there anything over this way? I know I've kind of been fucking around and gallivanting about. It was early July. Oh wow, so super recent then. My goodness, yeah. Was All-Star playing in the background while she was eating an onion? That feels like that should be a reference to something. A24, thank you. I was like, it's like a studio A something something. Yeah, A24. I feel like I'm a character in an A24 movie. Yeah, shaman. There you go. It's a shaman build. Yeah, a World of Warcraft shaman. Remember, friends, whenever you're falling from a high distance, you want to negate fall damage, just double jump before you land. Trogdor burninating the countryside. That's what's up, baby. She was so confident. $100. Some Korean barbecue. Oh, you bought her some? Oh, that's nice. So I wasn't gonna keep it. That's sweet of you, Unstable. Unstable says 100 bing bongs, man. $100. That's fantastic. Well, that's a good time, man. That's a fun story, and I like how it ended. And a positive ending. What's this guy doing? Doing okay, buddy? He's drunk. Yet another case of irresponsible sand demons flying under the influence. All right, we gotta pull him over. Have him do the breathalyzer, the sand breathalyzer test, I guess. Where you breathe into a sand tube, and if you can fly in a straight line for 10 seconds, then we let you pass. Can I just like? I don't know if I can start this fight. Oh yeah, he wants to fight. All right. Well, you know what? You know what? Sure. Punch you in the face. We fought the fancy version of him a little bit earlier. So I'll fight the chump ass version next. Fight me, bro. Oh, are you gonna disappear? Is that what's going on? Ouch. Oh, I don't have any more jumps. Oh, I've heard about that. Yeah, in Elden Ring, there is no such thing. In Elden Ring, the double jump strat. I heard people tried it and they got bam heckin' boozled. You know, I sometimes people will compare this game to Soulsborne games, so that right there is an instance where this game differs from its Soulsborne counterparts. Oh, how'd that miss? Ouch. Ouch. Dang it. So close. So close to breaking both pieces of his armor. All because this man was too drunk to fly in a straight line. Punch! Oh, because ogres are like onions. Right. What's wrong with me? Why did that take me so long? Either I'm getting old or I'm tired, but I don't feel very tired, so I think I'm just getting old. Because ogres are like onions. That's why. Did a bunch of Elden Ring for 2 months, yeah. So that was in Elden Ring, that is. That was the Elden Ring PvP. I wasn't sure if it was Elden Ring or Dark Souls 3. I knew it wasn't 1. That's right, yeah, I've heard the co-op in Elden Ring is quite a lot easier than it is in other Soulsborne games, because it's more of like an indirect thing in the other Soulsborne games. Yeah. Yeah, it probably wouldn't be for a bit just because I have a lot to get caught up on in the series. I want to get through 2 and 3. Bloodborne, I'm not so sure when that's gonna happen because I don't have a PS4. But I sincerely doubt that's ever gonna get ported to PC. But yeah, someday it'd be nice to play him, get caught up. Gonna give him a ticket. There you go. Oh, there's a mod for. Oh, I didn't realize there was a mod for co-op shenanigans. I'd heard that it was quite good, but I didn't realize there was a mod to make it even more good. I'm thinking more about the Ornstein Smo fight. Like I'm thinking what Aaron was saying earlier, where like that fight changed you. Like honestly, that is kind of how it went. That fight, it was hard, but it was also, it kind of like forced you to. It really kind of forces you to learn, for better for worse, things like how to space yourself in that fight, how to use the arena to your benefit, how to like always making sure you're keeping track of the positions of the bad guys like at all times. Like I'm thinking more about that fight and all the things it did well and the things that made it hard, of course, but the things that it just kind of forced you to learn. It was like a gateway. If you could get through Ornstein and Smo, then you were worthy. You know, you were worthy of like the next major phase of the game, which is kind of how boss battles really should be. It's like, have you learned enough of the mechanics of this game to get past this boss? And if you know it, if you are at that level, good, you may proceed. But otherwise, because if you try to go forward, you're gonna get got. You're gonna get screwed by, you know, the enemies that are in this area. So this is like the gateway to see if you're ready. Or a knee brace to a concert. Oh man, can I ask what concert it was, Game and Browse? Because I'm guessing it was fairly recent. I've never had to do the knee brace thing, although I haven't been to a concert in a while. Last concert I went to was King Crimson, and that was in Chicago in 2019. It was December 2019, right before things got weird, obviously. It's been a minute since I've been to a show, but that was reserved seating, so it was a seated show, which was nice. Building your characters. Oh, that's fun. Yeah. You built the Smo armor. Yes, sir. Yeah. That's a good one, man. That's a real good one. Such a cool fight. There's a lot of fights in the game like that. I've always maintained if you can get past the gargoyles. I always thought the gargoyles were like, that was the test of can you beat Dark Souls? Because it's not the hardest boss in the game, the gargoyles that is, but you fight them so early on, and it's a really hard fight. I thought, at least. I thought, like, relative to the amount of time you had in the game, generally speaking, you know, if you're fighting if you're doing the fights in order, generally speaking, if you get to the gargoyles, you're pretty early on in the game. That's a tough fight for a newbie. So that's like, if you have the patience and the chutzpah to make that fight happen, to get through it and kind of learn the ropes, then you have like the patience and grit and discipline it takes to beat the game. That's kind of how I've always thought of that fight, at least. But Ornstein and Smo, I mean, that is obviously a harder fight, and that's kind of like its own thing, really. What's up, Arctic? The whole game together. Yeah, no, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's the summons is what I'm thinking that it is. Dark Souls 3. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so one bro is Ornstein, one bro is Smo. That's cool. We're the aging millennials. There you go. Oh, the offspring. Oh, I did hear about that. Oh, wait, maybe I feel like I saw something on social media about it. Maybe it was you. Maybe you were or maybe Helen posted. Somebody on social media posted about it, because yeah, that sounds vaguely familiar. I bet it was a fun show though. That sounds fun. How you doing, by the way, Arctic? I see the hold on, is that the I'm full and I'm happy emote, or is that the I'm like dead emote? I think it might be the I'm dead emote. So Arctic is dead. I'm taking applications for new mods now since one of my mods is dead. Abbott and Costello of Dark Souls. Abbott and Costello, Biggie Smalls, Tom and Jerry. I've seen it all, man. I've seen it all. Unstable one to go. Yeah, Unstable knows that one. Getting into boxing. Oh, man. I'm not super old, but I'm fucking dead. Yep. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. How'd it go today, bud? I know the other day you were saying, like, well, your boy broke a sandbag, so Sandbags everywhere were quaking in fear, as they should. As they should. But I hope it went well today. All week in pain. Oh, man. Just to reset it again. Almost puked today. Hey, but you did not puke. That's key. You almost puked, but you didn't. So that's legit. But yeah, that's a sign that shit was probably pretty dang rough. Jump from here. I don't know if this is the intended path, but we'll take it. The energy source. Oh, well, golly gee willikers, where's this energy source? I don't know. I think I'm getting close. I already raised that anvil up. Yes, we're good there. Yeah, spending all week in pain till the weekend when you're good, and then you get to do it again. Because I'm guessing you do Mondays. Is it like Mondays and Wednesdays, or like Mondays and Fridays or something?
So you came here with your puppets.
That's right.
There is only one puppeteer here. And
This looks a little bit like the kiln. You know, we're talking about Dark Souls a lot. It's a little bit like the kiln at the end. Although in this case, the kiln is clearly already lit. It's lit, fam. Need to fight your crab, bro. We've already fought shell bashers. Dozens. Thousands of times. Ouch. Except that did hurt. Kill your bros. No, this is a bro-free zone. Oh, I shouldn't have interrupted that. I should have let it go. I was gonna do that, and I can't hit while that's happening. Because Arctic's been getting into boxing lately, and he's honestly been killing it. And I'm very impressed and a little bit intimidated and a little bit aroused by, you know, when I hear about his progress, because it sounds very involved and very, what's the word? I don't know. Just involved and painful. Painful, I say, as I'm getting my shit stomped in by a big crabby boy. You know, I've spent my entire both adult and child life trying to avoid getting punched in the face, and yet Arctic is out here willingly putting himself and getting punched in the face. Range. Recreationally, you know, doing so intentionally from a recreational perspective. And of course, also from the perspective of personal fitness and the mental and physical fortitude that comes with, you know, getting punched in the face and fucking rolling with it. That's a test on multiple fronts. The shell basher. No, this is a scatterer. Scattered her, but I hardly even know her. This guy, I do hella damage right now, so I'm actually this guy. Punk ass bitch. That's what he is. Look at that, we killed him so quickly. His little bros didn't get a chance to do shit. Ouch. Oh, that was big damage. I'm over here talking shit and I just got hit. Ouch. So that was good damage. Ouch. He's hella slow. My parents said the same thing about me. I'm gonna keep the pressure on this guy. I'd like to land, honestly. Can I please land? I've been in the air for like a million years here. Oh, the lasers fucking... I was doing so well for a minute there, but then the lasers had to happen. Nope, you know, you don't get to run away, laser man. Ouch. Oh, he's doing the big jumpy thing. I got more blue things I can't dodge. Right, I can dodge them, but I can't parry them. Oh, I thought he was doing his big attack. Like that one, there we go. Other guy's over here just throwing shit at me constantly. I can't do much about it because I can't hit him through his shield. until he does his dash attacks. Here we're getting solo on health. I need you to not be alive anymore, please. Ouch. Peace. Can't quite reach the noise. I'm making this easy for me. There we go. The last fight, or is there more? Got a bajillion resources, apparently. I can grab my stuff now, I think. Some baseball or something. I mean, that's legit. I mean, talk about good exercise. Good exercise and good teamwork. Now, there's fewer punches in the face, but still, that's legit. Multiple blades forward. That sounds cool. You generate momentum with each hit. I like that. Once a class off a timer. Oh, the round timer. Okay, 90 seconds. Oh, man. Oh, man. So your brain is done afterwards? Gotcha. That sounds rough. Crazy good damage for 12 seconds. Now, how does that compare with the one I've been using? Or not that one. Hold on. I think it's a tier 2. Oh, it's an active ability. Right. Oh, it's tier 1. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah. I'll use that one instead. Can I upgrade it? Further increase your damage even more. And even more. Also, it's longer now. That's what she said. I'll take it. It's fully maxed out. So no face punches for a while, at least. Yeah. Do the regular class for... Right, yeah. Gotta build up to it, I understand. Yeah. Dark Souls Fantasy Star Edition. Yeah, when we first entered this area, I thought it looked like the kiln. But now I'm seeing this. And it's, I mean, if nothing else, it's good fodder for the thumbnail that I'll ultimately use this video. It's cool. It's very menacing. But it is cool. Crush the energy source. This is one of 2. All these zombified bros and brodettes rather. Crush. One more where that came from.
Closer to facing Thelos. Let us reach the other source.
Get the other source. The Unga Bunga Club. The baseball bat is the Unga Bunga Club. I like that. I think I was... What was I watching out there? Maybe I was watching Vine Sauce. I was watching somebody play RimWorld, and they referred to... In RimWorld, whenever you get raided by... Like, very... like, primitive... Like, a raiding colony that is... Their technology is just tribalware and clubs. They called them Unga Bungas, and I was like, yeah, I like that. I'll accept it. Person of culture, yes, person of culture, being down for the Unga Bungas. Just kind of stepstone my way back. Huge fucking mace. I mean, yeah, that's not also... That is also an accurate description. For the... Oh, I didn't have my... Whoops. I didn't have my double jump. Accurate description of the baseball bat. Giant fucking mace or giant club. It's the first Eye of Sauron. So, yeah, that's a good point, too. There's 2 of these energy sources. So, yeah, it's 2 Eyes of Sauron. We're poking both of them, apparently. Go that way. I think we just go this way. And then these little buddies. Ah, too early. Now, I do worry if I ever were to play a Soulsborne game too soon after playing this game's generous parry timer would very much ruin me in Dark Souls. Because in Dark Souls, for parrying and riposte, it's a very tight timer. Or very tight timing, rather. In this game, it's real loosey-goosey. It's much more forgiving. Big baseball family. That makes sense, too. Yeah, if it's, like, very much a family thing. Technical swing. That's good, actually. You're a good hitter? Good. That's perfect. That's very much a thing that a lot of teams would be looking for. I think you'd have no problem finding a league to play with there. Just Dark Souls weapon types. Well, also that. Also big fucking heavy mace or big fucking club. There's the Dragon's Tooth in Dark Souls 1. It is the only acceptable. I know a lot of the pros like to use the claymore, so instead of a big fucking club, it's a big fucking sharp club. Which, you know, there is sharp damage, but you're very much the weight of the weapon is what's doing most of the heavy lifting. Pun intended. Yeah, massive weapon. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so Aaron knows what's up. He's picking up what's putting down. So we confirmed he is still a man of culture. Yeah, the Smo cosplay build, it's a strat, man. It works. Just big smashies. The Zweihander, that's the one. The Zweihander. There you go, baby. Good shit. When I played Dark Souls 1, I've only played through it... Well, I've played through it twice, but it was with the same build, so I just did... Or with the same character, rather. I just did New Game Plus once. So, New Game and New Game Plus. And let's see. We did this earlier. You know where the old one is? Oh, it's over here. Yeah, in the swamp. In the swamp ass. There we go. So I will continue. But, oh, and you can even see it from the overworld. But yeah, when I played through Dark Souls, I had a halberd build. Because I discovered the halberd in... I can't remember where it is you find. You find it fairly early on in the game, though. Like, just the classic halberd. And then, of course, as you can imagine, I eventually found... I used that for a while, fully upgraded it, fully leveled it up, and then used the Black Knight halberd once I found one of those. So that was kind of my main thing. Speaking of the Eye of Sauron, except in the pupil of the eye is it's a person. I'm gonna fight those guys in a bit. No rush. We gotta take out these energy sources first. The giant dad build, yeah. I've never run a giant dad build, but I've seen them. What are you? But I'm not fighting you in quicksand anymore, so this is much more doable. What a difference this makes having full movement options. Sure like throwing these things at me, knowing that I can't parry them. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the Windows key like a real gamer. I pressed the Windows key when I was trying to press the control button to schmoversault. I'm not sure what word that was going to be, but somersault. Was I successful? I was. I've actually never parried that successfully before. Now I feel like the gamer. And I've always wanted to be. Alright. No, I was getting greedy. I was like, maybe I can do it. It'd be really cool. I was gonna say, I know I can break that shit. I can break these cuffs. The commit for fate. Yeah, the combat system. I like the combat system. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. But I mean, yeah, that really is one of the defining features of the game, is managing your timing of your attacks, managing your stamina. It's all like a resource management game, you know, at the end of the day. Resource management and time, your attack speed and your energy, or your stamina meter refilling, you know, that like all these things are resources, and you have to manage them very, very cleverly, very attentively. It's definitely a weird one. Yeah, you would think daggers, yes, but big fuck, it's so much more satisfying that way. It really is the way to do it. I need to find, I guess oh, there was the gate. Right. Here we go. I'm overcomplicating this. Hammer go clunk. Pro gamer move, yeah. Oh, you mentioned sticky keys. That was one that used to get me back in the day. I've since disabled it. Yeah, back in the day, I used to get got by sticky keys. I've learned my lesson. Although the big thing is I don't have a lot of things that require pressing shift a whole bunch. I think it's what it was. If you press shift 5 times in quick succession, the keys would become sticky. Also, I'm going to see if that boss drop, that boss award that got stuck in the floor, that ever... It was somewhere around here. If it ever got unstuck. Looks like it is just gone now, which is not the end of the world, honestly. Was it over here, maybe? It was like... you'd be able to see the little circle under the sandies. The keyboard looks like hieroglyph. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what buttons are... What are these buttons? I don't know what this is. I haven't played a video game in a week, and now I forgot what keyboards are. How it happens, man. A little bit of time away, and you lose your edge. That's why the pro gamers never stop gaming, man. That's why the pros... Some form of elfish. And once this game is done, I'm gonna miss the combat. I'm gonna miss a lot of aspects, but the sand surfing is the thing I think I'm gonna miss the most. Extremely satisfying. Sand-tisfying, that is. Except I cannot sand surf upstairs. Well, Arctic, I wanted to make that joke, but I was like, I don't know if I have a good setup for it, but you got there. That's what matters. Just chilling. This is the swamp. Or this is the swamp village. It'll lead to the swamp, which is what we're going for ultimately. Animals. I'm going to see if they will lead me to treasure. They will sometimes do this. Somebody had to do it. Arctic, we appreciate your sacrifice.
The swamp lived here originally?
I know for a fact that some did. Here lives
From there. I'm going to give them a wide berth. I'm gonna birth them widely, because if they are to start glowing and lead me to treasure, I do not want to interrupt them. Let them do their thing. Do they thing. Oh, like you, for instance. Perfect. It's like you heard me. I said, oh shit, that's my time to start glowing. Grab one of those things, too. He's just gonna be chilling, but I want to follow your friend. I'm sure you're very interesting, but your friend has got something for me. Let me very stealthily stand on top of this... whatever this is, this wooden structure. Swing! It's going real far, wherever he's going. Probably gonna be another piece of that treasure map. We have... 1 out of 3 pieces of it so far. It's like blazing a trail. Leaving a golden trail. An animal in a video game leaves a golden trail, it's cool and mysterious. If I leave a golden trail, I'm urinating in the Home Depot. Very unfair, if you ask me. Oh shit, you're right. It's a second Shrek reference of the night. What happens if we do 3 of them? Do we get... Does Shrek visit us? Alright. Our prize is... treasure map piece. Number 2 out of 3, and then some roots. We might have more of those in the future. We shall see. But it seems like you can't get 2 very close together, so that's probably it for the wildlife areas, for the treasures with this particular wildlife area. Anything else beyond here? Not particularly. That's why I'm a lowest man. They let me piss in the aisles like a true American. Let me piss to my heart's content. That's what freedom's all about. Other short people that can be Farquaad? Me, probably. Honestly. As much as I wish I could say that I wasn't, I have had my moments. The more damage stones makes you do more damage. That is kind of tempting. What tier is that? It's a tier 2, I don't want it. Oh, wait, we have to construct it first. It was a cursed one, wasn't it? Instantly, oh, it's a small chance to instantly execute. Okay. Increase the damage dealt, but does not increase the chance of it proccing. Worded well. There we go. It is a tier 1, but I don't have. Well, I don't know. I do have a lot of red ones. Cannot be upgraded though. Stronger free. I wish I could know how much, like how much stronger. You know, if there was a quantification. Naming it, yeah, naming it in a kids movie. Honestly, I never even thought about it. Even as an adult, I never like made the connection that you have an unsavory character whose name sounds suspiciously like fuckwad. I always thought like it didn't register because I would think about it, but I would think that wasn't intentional, right? There's no way. There's no way they would intentionally do that. But now, I'm not so sure, man. There were anthropomorphic. Oh, I forgot about the anthropomorphic asses. Yeah. Part of it is I only watched. Let's see, which Shrek was that? It wasn't the original. It was like 3, I think. Because I think I saw 3. I know I saw 1 I saw 1 multiple times, as many of us did, and I saw 2. I think I've only seen parts of 3 though. Oh, we're going this way. Oh, dude, yeah. Yeah, have that as a bingo card. There you go. Our bingo card entry. The problem, though, is that that's too easy, because it has to be an organic reference, you know? You can't force it. An organic Shrek reference. A free-range, guilt-free Shrek reference. Shrek-reference. There we go, how's that? It was probably intentional. The more I think about it, the more I think you're right. It'd be one thing if it was just like a funny character, but he's the main villain. So, in the first one at least. So, of course, you name the unsavory character something funny and vaguely sounding close to vulgarity. Yeah, I think you're right. Pretty brave of them, honestly. They even said, oh, even more to the point, yeah, if they themselves confirmed it, that makes me like it even better, actually. Nothing like from the horse's mouth, right? I get whatever that is. And then what's it leading us to? Down here. Something real cool. Saw number 3 on midnight for some reason. The midnight release for some reason. Like a lot of us, I mean, a lot of us are around the same age group, plus or minus. So I think a lot of us were probably like a good impressionable age for Shrek 1 when it was released. Because I know I was definitely like the right age to like really be into that movie. Like I of course I enjoyed it like a lot of us did. So I know I saw 1 at least once. It probably 2 or 3 times if I had to guess. But 2 came out like a year or 2 later. And of course 3 would have been a year or 2 after that, so there definitely was a sweet spot as far as like being the right age group. But I think I only have like memories. I only can remember 1 pretty vividly. I can't remember much of much beyond 1 that well. Spider-Man 3. I did see Spider-Man 3. And it was the best one in the trilogy. Now, I saw Spider-Man 3. I think I saw, like, I don't know if it was on the night of release, but it was pretty early. So it was before, all the negative things were said about the movie. It was okay. It wasn't like the worst movie ever, but yeah, it was weird. It was weird, and I can appreciate that they tried some weird stuff, but it was an ambitious movie, I'll say that much. At least what's the guy's name? Sam Raimi. At least he like went in some weird directions and tried some weird shit. Didn't always land. Usually didn't land, but I respect the attempt of experimenting, Some top shelf memes. Yeah. You're not wrong. Seeing midnight releases. Oh yeah. So it's not always the best of films, unfortunately. I mean, I don't know shit about Shrek 3 as far as if it's any good or not, because I don't think I've seen it. When was the last time I saw something on release? I don't know if I've ever seen a movie on... No, actually, that's not true. I saw I think I saw The Force Awakens the night of release. I think. Yeah, I think I saw that one the night of release. I think I might have seen also... Did I see all 3 of the sequel trilogy the night of release? I can't remember, actually. But I think I saw Force Awakens and I think The Last Jedi as well. Maybe the 3rd one, too. But I honestly can't remember. But yeah, other than those, though, those are the only times I can think in recent memory of seeing a movie on release night. Although, you know what? I think my mom might have taken me to see the original Pokemon movie the night that released. Because I think it was a Friday night. And I remember I had my cello lessons that night. But I think it wasn't like... Well, it wouldn't have been midnight, obviously. But it was like the first day of it showing. The king of the offbeat shit. Michael Eisner. Oh, that's even better. Oh, so it's a nice dig at Disney. You love to see it. That's just tasty. That is just tasty. Oh, I'm way overcomplicating this. Whoop, God, I fucking fell to my death. I'm overcomplicating this. I could have just gone off that little walkway. That's okay. Yeah, the king of offbeat shit. What's some other stuff that Sam Raimi has done? Oh, you worked at... Yeah, that's nice too, actually, because then you get some discounted tickets, or maybe even free tickets, hopefully. Pretending I know what... Dude, I was telling Gracie about that, where my friends all give me shit, because it's like... Because I'm horrible. You know, there'll be a conversation about, like, a really cool movie everyone liked, and someone will be like, Alex, you're being kind of quiet. And I'll be like, yeah? They'll be like, what do you think about the movie? And I'll be like, yeah? And then they'll be like, Alex, you've never seen the movie, have you? And then I'll be like, no. Because it'll be like a movie everyone loves, like Blade Runner. Or The God... You know what? I have... The problem is I can say I've seen The Godfather, but I was like 12... Well, no, I was not. I was like 14 or 15. I don't remember anything about it. I functionally have not seen The Godfather, because I remember next to nothing about it. I was too young to appreciate it, honestly. So, like, my eyes just glazed over. So... that's one I think I have a pass on, but there's a lot of classics I've never seen and it's fucking terrible. However, I was so proud of myself. On the vacation Grace and I went on, we watched Barbie movie. Awesome. We saw and then on the flight back I watched, we had 2 flights. We had 2 flights, so we had one connecting flight. So I had that gave me time to finish watching Mario movie. Loved it. And Dungeons and Dragons movie. Shockingly, I loved it. Well, maybe not shockingly, but I was surprised at how much I liked it. I knew I would like it, but I didn't know I was going to like it a whole lot. I really, really enjoyed it. So I saw 3 new-ish movies in a single, like, 48-hour period. It was the most movies I'd seen, like, ever. In a small amount of time. And they were all movies I really liked, and they were all pretty new. So I felt like a real pro. Oh, Evil Dead. That makes a lot of sense about the campiness then. And if anything, why are we surprised? We should have seen this coming, that Sam Raimi, you give the Evil Dead guy some Spider-Man, he's gonna do some weird Spider-Man. Like, why are we surprised by this? I feel like we owe him an apology. Like, sorry, Sammy, we had the wrong idea. It's us who was in the wrong on that one, bro. Yeah. Arctic says I never watch. Yeah, and it's not that I don't like movies or that I like avoid watching them. I just don't do a good job of setting time aside for them. So I'll just go years at a time and I'll think like, oh, I really want to watch this thing. But unless it's even if it's a movie I really want to watch, I won't just watch it by myself. I want to watch it with friends. I want to make a social thing out of it. And as a result, I'll just go years at a time going, I want to watch this. And I'll, like there are times where I'll be by myself, maybe Grace is having like a girls' night. I'll be by myself. She'll be out with the girls and I get to watch them. I can watch anything I want to. What am I watching? My friends streaming on Twitch, obviously. Like I just never make time to watch things on Netflix or Amazon or Hulu. I never prioritize it. It's an incidental thing when I watch a movie, as opposed to an intentional thing. To the chagrin of myself and those around me who would love to talk movies, but Alex hasn't seen shit, so never mind. The Doctor Strange movie. I didn't realize that there was oh, Doctor Strange. My brain went to Strangelove. Doctor Strangelove, and I was, or Was that the name? Yeah. How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. I was like, wait a second. They made a new one of those? What the fuck? Yeah, the Doctor Strange Marvel movie. Gotcha. Which makes sense because, well, he's, from my understanding, kind of an odd fellow. A strange fellow, even. So give that to Sam Raimi. That's on brand. The piano wire scene, I honestly don't even remember that scene. I'm that bad about The Godfather. But again, I think I was just too young to appreciate it. I think I just got bored by it. And it's not like I was like... I mean, it's been a minute, so unless it's possible I just don't remember. Or I'm misremembering here. But I'm pretty sure I was like... It wasn't that I was like... fucking around with something else, or I was distracted. I think I genuinely was like trying my best to pay attention, but I think I was just bored. And you know that scene from Family Guy that we all like to shit on sometimes? Not all of us, but some of us. Whoops. Where Peter's like, I did not like oh my god. Did not like The Godfather. Did not care for it. And they were like, and they're all giving him shit. It's like, Peter, it's a perfect movie. Like, it's got an amazing cast, great director, great direction. Like, what's wrong with you? And he's like, it insists upon itself. I was that kid who was like, I don't get it. I don't get it. So I was not... It's too highbrow for me. It's too highbrow for me and I couldn't fucking do it. But I think if I watched it now, I'd be able to appreciate it better. What's our reward, by the way, after such a gauntlet of platforming? Owl chestplate. That sounds cool. Actually, it would be very fitting for this guy. Venom? Ooh, yeah. I've heard the Venom movies are fun. That's good. It's Stanley Kubrick. So he's the one who did Doctor Strangelove, yeah. I remember I've seen that movie. The problem though is that I also watched Failsafe, and I saw Failsafe first. Okay, that might be a bit of a deep cut. Maybe I can be the cinema snob in this conversation. Because I realize some people might know, a lot of people know about Doctor Strangelove. You know, cowboy hat riding the atomic bomb down to its target, while his superiors squabble and bicker, leading to nuclear doomsday situation. So, you know, an iconic scene. A lot of people know that scene at least. So there's that movie. But Failsafe, I think, came out like the same day or like the same week as Doctor Strangelove, and I watched that movie first, and it fucked me up. Because Failsafe is not... Doctor Strangelove has like a lot of campiness about it. It's a serious subject, and it is mostly a serious movie, but there's enough camp where you can kind of like, it's a little tongue-in-cheek. Failsafe is extremely not tongue-in-cheek. And god, that scene at the end where, like, you know, all these fucking people are gonna get nuked and they have no idea. As a kid, it scared me so much because I was like, shit, man, what if, you know, how do I know if a nuke's gonna go off here? Like, you know, what if I'm just chilling, playing a video game, doing my own thing, and a fucking nuke's gonna go off and I have no idea? And the good news is that was a fear I was exposed to as a child, 13, 14 years old, an impressionable adolescent. And the good news is that it prepared me well for the existential dread of our current geopolitical environment. So yeah, it was good. It was good. Good times. I accidentally watched Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I didn't even like Lord of the Rings. I'm kidding. I would never say that in jest. I'm sorry. Please forgive me, Peter Jackson. Please forgive me, the spirit of Tolkien. But yeah, I just accidentally wandered into a movie theater on three separate occasions and watched Lord of the Rings completely by accident and became Super Hobbit overnight. Some fun gummies, there you go. Oh, the John Wick, yeah. I want to watch the John Wick movies. I was actually kind of bummed because I really enjoyed the movies that I watched on those flights. But I was joking with Gracie because after the Dungeons and Dragons movie ended, we had like 10 minutes before the flight landed. So I was like, well, I don't really have enough time to start something else, so I'll just kind of chill. And Gracie's movie, the one she was watching, had ended, so we were just kind of chatting. And I was just browsing the selections, and I saw they had all 4 John Wick movies available to watch in this particular airline. It was Delta Airlines. This is not a sponsored situation. I'm not sponsored by Delta, but I will simp for their movie selections because I was very impressed. Hatch. Hit me with the punchies. Oh, how did I dodge? How did I not get the timing down on that one? Big damage. Big heckin' damage. Ouch. Beating the shit out of this poor man. He's not that poor. He's not too sad about it. That gauntlet is done. A lot of big crunchy noises with that one, wasn't it? Very crunchy attack. Can't really see too much. All I can see is the outline of myself wailing on this motherfucker, just deleting his ass. I'm just gonna go for the kill. That should do it. Hey, what's up, Black Magic? FBI, open up! Yeah, they had all 4 John Wick movies. There was a few other things that caught my eye, but they had all 4 John Wick movies. They had Lord of the Rings. They had Fellowship of the Ring, so I could watch some Lord of the Rings. I was like, shit, man, I'm just gonna live in this airplane for like a day. Just watch all the movies. If nothing else, if we next time we go to Hawaii, those are some long flights. So if we fly this same airline, some of those flights are quite long. Usually it's like a 3-hour flight or 2-hour flight followed by a 6-hour flight. So you're in an airplane for 8 hours. I could marathon all 4 movies in one go, baby. That'd be kind of dope. You enter into that airplane, having never seen a John Wick movie, and then you exit that airplane, the personification of Keanu Reeves yourself after having watched all 4 movies in quick succession. This action movied up, baby. The day after, I don't know if I know that one. Now, that one might be one that escaped me. The bootleg Shrek DVDs. Oh, from the FBI, that is. Yes, yes. Gotta hide the goods. They're very good movies. I've heard they're very good, and the thing was, when a lot of us, like myself included, when we first heard about the John Wick movies, or the first movie, I guess, I am guilty of this. I just assumed, oh, it's probably just a goofy, you know, kind of brainless action movie, but I heard it was, like, shockingly good, and that all the other ones are all very, very good. Like, not just brain-dead action. There's, like, good stuff, and also the action is amazing. So, yeah, I've heard John Wick is worth it. Or it is quite worth. gonna go chill. Yeah, of course, Arctic. No, I appreciate you being here, buddy. I'm glad to hear that the session was fruitful, if not extremely painful, but hopefully it was worth. Contagion's a good one. Feeling anxious and full of dread sounds like my cup of tea, baby. Kansas City. Ooh, just sounds, yeah, Depressioli Casserole. Yep, sounds about right.
Everything will grow again.
Can we really do it?
Depressioli Casserole. I gotta remember that one. That's a good one.
Has been done before. And I believe in you, Gauntlet Bearer.
My earbuds got unplugged. Oh. Oh man, Arctic. I did see you were watching some Counter-Strike. Okay, 2 things. I remember that you shared that clip of you watching Counter-Strike in your car, which is pretty cool. In the car's display, I thought that was dope. I'm gonna hit you with a weird one, Arctic. My fucking brain, my fucking lizard brain. I saw you saying watching a CS major. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to imagine what my brain thought that meant, because then it took me a minute. I was like, wait, why would they be playing? What would the counter-terrorists, like, what's Counter-Strike got to do with this? It took me way longer than it should have. All the perks, baby. We're perked up. I'm a perked up white guy. No, it's quirked up white guy. Yeah. I was thinking, I thought you meant computer science major, and I was like, computer science major? You were just watching him? What was he doing? And then somehow Counter-Strike happens. I was so confused. Then I realized, oh no, you mean like a major tournament, like a super major, that kind of thing. I got there. I'm a little slow sometimes. Got there. That's what I thought too, yeah. I'm so glad I'm not the only one, dude. Yeah, my same fucking problem, dude. Yeah, too many fucking computer nerds, man. Those computer science guys, man. You can't trust them. I trust them as far as I can throw them, and I got a very weak arm. But Alex, weren't you a computer science major? Details. Yeah, that is precisely why I see the letter CS and I do not think Counter-Strike. But yeah, but what you were just saying though makes perfect sense, because yeah, that gets unplugged and suddenly speakers full volume goes, yeah, the bomb has been planted, and everyone in the airplane just goes, jazz music stops. Excuse the fuck out of my goddamn French, but what I just hear. Let's see where this leads. This is gonna be another gauntlet of platforming like the previous one, because that previous one was pretty spicy. We'll see. We'll see if this one's gonna be quite as mean. Oh, ooh, almost didn't grab the ledge on that one. I got scared. Is that a one and done? That's a one and done. Look at that. They're being nice to us. I almost don't trust it. 9 out of 5 completed. Seems legit. Fantasy of Cain. Fantasy. So Dark Souls, Fantasy Star, Online, I presume, and Legacy of Cain, I suppose. Do the Legacy of Cain games have some crazy, not combat, but I can get this. There we go. Crazy platforming sequences like that, because let's see if I can actually fight this guy from this high up. Problem is he likes to run away. The only way I can actually do this fight is if I keep slapping him every so often. The occasional slappages. Might have to do the old. Oh no, I don't have any more attacks. No more attacks left. I'm so sad. Can I do that? No, no more attacks for Alex. It's a shame. I was all excited to do a big, cool attack from the sky thing, but I ran out of combos. Little combo juice for Alex. I was thinking about the Legacy of Cain games not too long ago, because there's, well, yeah, Legacy of Cain and Soul Reaver, like kind of that whole series. I know the original, I guess it's called, is it called Legacy of Cain or is it called Blood Omen? The first game in the series, to my understanding, it's a pretty wonky game and it's kind of hard to play, but you know, I love me some jank. Love me some old school wonky ass jank, and the original one looks particularly wonky and particularly weird, and it's actually on good old games. It's on GOG, and I was thinking I might snag it at some point, but same kind of thing. I don't have any more attacks. Can't reach. Let's use the whip for a bit. Ouch. There we go, we got him. Just took a second. Dark Souls Fantasy of Cain Edition and Knuckles featuring Dante from Devil May Cry. So Soul Reaver was very platformy. Hella jumping. Yeah, it started out pretty different. Yeah, because it started out, from what I can tell at least, yeah, looking like a just kind of adventure RPG game, and it looks cool. It looks like the kind of game I would probably enjoy. But yeah, it was also very different from how the series would turn. But yeah, I was thinking it might be kind of a cool thing to try out at some point, because again, you know, I love me some like weird jankety ass PC games. I don't know if it was originally, if it was a PC game first or if it was a PlayStation 1 game first, but I know it's on GOG. That's a series though I've always kind of been curious about, because I always thought they looked really cool, and they always seemed like so stylish. Like the character design seemed pretty cool. I don't know. It was always a series that I can only admire from afar as a child, because of course they were rated M, so I couldn't play them. I hop back on the sand surfings. I could surf on this one, maybe not. And so all these dilly-dallies, now I can resume venturing into the swamp properly. We get to find Shrek. I'm his biggest fan. Hope nobody writes a weird 4chan green text story about me. That lets me do questionable things to please my favorite character. So we got the anchor up there. I guess I could have just fast traveled. Is there anything else beyond here now that we've made it to our destination? It is. It is a cool... Yeah, no, I'm with you on that, Arctic. I am in the exact same persuasion. Not my thing personally, but, you know, whatevskis. But yeah, there's some interesting stories in there, and that's a dang good one. And also Command and Conquer. Also valid. Also valid. Yeah, oh, here we go. I think I read not too long ago there was a spiritual successor to Command and Conquer that's being made right now by some other studio, of course. The name escapes me, but it came across my radar not too long ago as the game is being, that is it, in progress, and presumably will come out on Steam once it's done. But that's where the big man is, but I can't get to the big man until we take out his second energy source. We'll do that first. However, what I want to do is get to that other treasure chesty up there. It's actual biblical Cain. Oh, I thought it was like... I knew there was a character named Cain, and I figured there were allusions to the biblical story. I didn't realize it was just the actual guy. Actual, factual Cain. Oh, come on. Invisible walls, please. Maybe I can make it from here. Yeah, I can make it. I don't know if I can make that, though. Can I land on this thing? Invisible walls? No! Because once you're actually... Maybe? Once I'm here... Once I'm here, I'm family? No, can't do it. Have to go around, I think. Westwood Studios? Yeah, yeah. I mean, maybe this game I'm thinking of has developers from Westwood, but... Yeah. The Westwood is in a sad state of affairs. So it's actual confirmations. That's pretty interesting, actually. I did not know that. And of course, I've never played the series. I've watched people stream them, so I'm basically an expert. And I've watched the games be streamed, and they seem very good. Also, they seem extremely difficult, like way more challenging than I was expecting. Watching someone play on just medium difficulty. Maybe that's the thing, though. Maybe you have to kind of start with easy difficulty and ease into it. Big scary looking cave. Let's see what's up. Oh. See, like, glowy rocks. That means we're getting into the fancy shit. Energy source numero dos. Same devs. Yes, I did hear that as well. That also might be part of why I was like, oh, also curious. Because, you give me a link to Eternal Darkness and I'm going to be extremely excited and potentially very insufferable about it. Because, you know, I'm always down to, discuss my... Some would call it a love, others would call it an unhealthy obsession with Eternal Darkness. But Alex, I thought you had an unhealthy obsession with Morrowind. Listen, my unhealthy obsession targets are not limited. The number of targets is not limited. Quite the opposite. CNC Generals too. What was Generals known for? I know, was that the... No, what was the first-person shooter? Is that Red Alert? I can't remember which one that one was. I know the Tiberium War. That's like the one that I think a lot of people... Or I guess that's the expansion. I'm trying to remember what are the fan favorites. Tempest... That's it! Flichet, yeah, that's exactly it. Maybe you were the one that posted on the Discord server or something? Not sure, but yes, that is precisely it. Ouch. There we go. Gonna do one of these. You have been marked. Ouch. I wonder, since we have a number of things that let us minimize cooldowns for our active abilities, since this one only has a cooldown of 12 seconds, if it'd be possible to minimize the cooldown enough to, like, stack this thing that just does more damage. Because we have one that just says you just do more damage for 12 seconds. there'd be a way to limit the cooldowns, lower the cooldowns enough where we just do hella damage and it stacks a whole bunch. That'd be pretty sick. Cheesy cutscenes, overly animated UI. Hell yeah, man. Oh, that's right, the Westwood Blade Runner game. Westwood made a Monopoly. I did not know that. They did make Twin Snakes, yes. I will play it someday, but I want to play Metal Gear Solid 2 first. Like, I want to play a little bit more of like the games beyond the original. Although I did play the original. It was several years ago by this point, but we did play it. Look at this, man. It's like, oh my god, I'm staring at the Ark of the Covenant right now. It's gonna melt my eyes. It's lighting. Amazing lights in this game. Lighting in this game. Westwood? No, not Westwood. Silicon Knights. Same devs as Eternal Darkness. It was back before, what's his fucking face? Dennis Dyack. Back when he was like doing cool shit. I wonder what he's up to nowadays. I think last I heard, studio he founded is just kind of doing mobile games, that kind of shit. Which, I'm not gonna judge, but and I remember, right? I remember when they did cool, weird stuff. I remember. That's gonna be a problem. 2 laser bros next to one of these things. What's that? What are you doing? Oh, it's Scorpion Friend. Gotcha. Clear him real quick. I was gonna take out the little shockwavy boy, but this guy has ensured that I have other priorities to deal with. Smack the shit out of that thing. Ouch. This will probably kill. And it will. We're not done. These fucking guys. There's another invisible friend somewhere. Lurking. There he is. I didn't mean to dodge. I shouldn't have dodged. I would say I didn't mean to dodge. I mean, I guess I kind of did because I did press the button, but it was not a thing I should have done. Oh, you found Eternal Darkness in a thrift store? My man, that's my favorite horror game, and it's a game like you heard me say earlier, my obsession with it has bordered continues to border on unhealthy degrees of insufferableness for those around me, for friends and family and loved ones around me, and unsuspecting Twitch viewers. Oh, get through that. Oh, get out of here. Oh, shit. I was doing a good job for a second there. I was doing a good job until I wasn't. Can't fight that, so I'll fight this instead. Ouch. Ouch. So I can freeze that guy. The other guy, not so much. Not sure where he went. Oh, there he is. Think about these invisible fellows, that they're hard to see for some reason. For some reason, things that are invisible are not always obvious to the eyeballs. Oops. Just the last one, I think. It do be. It do be that way. Punch. Eternal Darkness is a good thrift store find. That's a pretty rare game, too. It's kind of hard to find by nowadays standards, so I'd be curious to know, can I be nosy and ask how much you paid for it? Because finding even a used copy of ED, it ain't easy. New MGS collection, that's right, yeah. Oh man, that is gonna be cool. I mean, I'm already in pretty good shape with the Metal Gear Solid collection because I got that PS3 collection that includes the first 4 games. So I'm all right. But yeah, the idea of having that be available to more people is pretty nice. I don't think I will go for that collection just because I think the PS3 collection has what I need, but I don't know, unless there's like features or things about it that would make it easier to play. Can't imagine playing Metal Gear Solid on mouse and keyboard to be particularly easy. I would assume it does better with gamepad. Forgot about the duck ass. Yeah, the wide duck ass. I think it's just called wide duck. I think that was the one that I found from Better Twitch TV. $1. $1. Wow, that's incredible. Like, and I'm sure you knew, Aaron, when you saw that shit, when you like saw that on the shelf, you were probably like, does no one else know? Like, I'm sure you recognize, like, this is a fucking, this is a diamond in the rough. But sometimes they just don't know, right? Sometimes they're clueless. It's like $90+. Yeah. Was this relatively recently, or was it like a while back? 5 works pretty well on mouse keyboard. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, I bet 5 would work pretty well. But I'm thinking about like the old ones, like Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2, maybe 3. 3 might be okay. Here we are again. Here comes the druid. Back to see his flock of shriveled up, zombified. Actually, druids wouldn't have human followers. They'd be more followers of nature, that kind of thing. But regardless, here we go. Crush that shit.
Delos' barrier is no more. We have to do this. Everyone is counting on us.
Good shit. Everyone is counting on us. No pressure. No pressure at all. We go and fuck up a shrine. And to be clear, it's an optional moment where we can inform Kendra and get her in the know. There's an elite foe I never took care of, so I want to dispatch him before I get too ahead of myself. Actually, it doesn't even point you anything back here. I'm gonna see if I can just break this. Oh yeah, there was that other thing we saw earlier. There was that very obvious final boss looking area. Can I crush this? I sure can. Oh, this is just another way out, I think. 3 years ago? Man. Yeah. 10-minute rain. Yeah. I was like, you need to understand why I'm so excited. My poker face was nil. Oh, wait, do you mean you were able to keep it under wraps? Or were you like, oh, like popping off? Because I would have popped off. Even though I already owned the game, I still would have pogged super obnoxiously. And then I would have gone on a 10-minute diatribe to anybody within a 12-mile radius about why it's the best horror game ever. And one of the best games of all time. So we got that treasure chest. I think, yeah, this is what I was trying to get to. With that and this fella. This is a platforming challenge. Or a follow the path challenge. Which way? Oh, we're going real far. Now, I know I can't make it all the way just with these little side jumpies. So I'm just gonna hope that I can hit it from behind. I can swing around and hit it from behind. It's not turning red yet, so I think we have time. Oh, yeah. There we go. So excited, yeah. Yeah, that's a good point, too. I mean, there's no reason to worry about losing your poker face. Because you already got it in your hands. It's not like someone's gonna try and snatch it from you, but still. Still though, man, it's that feeling of knowing that you're the one that found that diamond in the rough. And if you weren't, you know, if you were not so enterprising, somebody else could have found it out otherwise. So it's just that feeling of like, this is really special, and I'm extremely lucky. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing someone who recognized its worth found it. because that's what makes thrift stores. That's what makes thrifting one of the many things that makes thrifting so enjoyable. When you get a really good find like that, even if it's not something that's like valuable from a monetary perspective, but it means a lot to you, like a really cool game. That's just fantastic. So I was trying to avoid doing this fight. Pretty sure we already fought this guy. Yeah, that's the last of the totems. Miss me with that bullshit. Yeah, ignore that fight. Not my heckin' problem. Open the fuck out of that treasure chest. Mint steel. If only it was called blue steel. It's hard to get lucky. Yeah, it's been a minute since I found like a really good one. I remember finding an out of print Yes record that I was really excited for, or not record, but out of print Yes CD that I was looking for years ago. Oh, there's Kendra. I was looking for you.
Had not surrendered, the fight would have been tougher by half.
Found it was their Talk album from the late 80s or early 90s, I think. Been out of print for years, and I just found a used copy of it, used CD for it in Slackers one day, and I was like, holy shit. So that was a big one. But then I've also seen a few other copies of it lying around, because it's not, I don't think it's available on digital storefronts. Although it might be nowadays. It's been several years since I've looked. Don't act like I'm... Yeah, I don't want to... Yeah. I mean, you don't want to gloat, obviously. You got... Oh, 1,000-year door in an unmarked GameStop case? Wow. I'm almost afraid to ask how much that is, because I've yet to find a copy of that that's less than $100.
Let's honor the fallen.
We are gathered here to honor the memory of a great
Nice, we're doing a
warrior
proper
and scholar,
burial service
my
for...
sister.
Who I think it's her
Valerie
sister. It
Akila
was
Todd.
her sister.
She was
Yeah,
a
it was her
woman of
sister. Yeah.
belief
So in
in the
the
cause,
dialogue
in her
there.
friends and family, in the
In
power
the
of
captions.
things unseen. The gauntlet was her passion at the end. She believed in it, even when others did not. She was right. And she is the reason we stand upon the precipice.
We got the gauntlet
of
fully charged
victory
up and it's
over
ready to
tyranny.
punch some
You
motherfuckers in the face.
were the best of us. Thank you, sister. And farewell.
Kind of surprised we're doing this before the final boss battle, which I think is coming up pretty dang soon. I'm gonna celebrate too early, too prematurely.
She would have loved how the sea looks tonight.
At least she has seen it.
Meanwhile, I'm over here in my fucking druid
Not
garb,
everyone can.
my shaman
We've
garb.
been in hiding so long. We almost forgot what is out there in the world.
So many people have...
This is a new era.
You...
Yes.
I
Oh, so they're friends now.
didn't believe.
We will end it.
We will remain here. Good luck.
Alright, good luck. Don't fucking die. You know, the usual. A slap on the ass and a word of good luck, and that's all we
It
need.
has been long, and
I would like to... It has been...
What's our naked blue friend trying to say?
it's all right. I know.
I know.
Thank you.
Aw. We're friends. Everyone's friends. Oh, there's Liz! There's Lizzie. How you doing, bud? Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Lizzie, for that raid. Here, give me 1 second. I'm gonna Alt-Tab so I can grab this other window. This thing. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Lizzie. How you doing, bud? Thank you very much for that raid. It says, shiver me timbers. We got Maximilian. We got Liz. What's up, friends? We're playing some more Atlas Fallen. This game has been quite good, although it is nearing conclusion. We're nearing the end of this game, and I've really enjoyed my time with it, but it's almost done. We have maybe a side quest to do.
Can I
It
help?
looks like they have a side quest for us. Liz, how are you? How are you doing? And also, what were you streaming on this fine evening?
The wraiths need to vanish. There is one nest. If you could deal with...
Oh, he wants us to deal with the Watcher. Yes.
Where can I find...
Oh no, or
They are
rather, the
blocking the
wraiths
passage to the...
that lead to the Watcher. I'll do it.
I'll try my best.
I will thin their numbers, and by that, I will break their faces. Do a quick shout out for our friends Lizzie, doing some Persona 5 Royale. Very nice. Do you have any clips you want to share? You had any ridiculous, like, cool moments or near misses or tragic losses? I'd love to see whatever you got if you have a clip you'd like to share.
Slon sure has seen better times before.
About to beat that game as well. This is the night of beating things. It is a Monday of conclusions. That is exciting. So we did the stuff with Kendra and for Valerie, and now we get to defeat some wraiths for a side quest, and I'm excited because I think these are wraiths we've probably already fought, but this will lead to the big man, the big scary. Oh, except there's an elite fight I want to take over yonder, but I will do the side quest first. I see one of them right now. Actually, no, that is something else. That's a fight we've already done plenty of times. Yeah, not like this chump change mini boss battle. We're talking some fancy wraiths that are for a side quest. So these guys that are guarding the path, that probably is. There's a few of them. But yeah, this game has been very good, as you can tell. One of these kind of open world types of deals, types of games. I've been telling people it has a healthy dose of original God of War trilogy. So original God of War trilogy for the PS2. You get some Devil May Cry. You get some, what else? Some Prince of Persia. So it's got a pretty good variety of games in this game's DNA. As far as like influences and whatnot, things that kind of... I would like to land, please. I've been like in the air for a minute. There we go. Yeah, pretty good amount of varieties. If you like those kinds of games, you like these kinds of open world games, it's pretty good. Just beating the shit out of his legs, just wailing on his shins. He's frozen. He's so sad about it. Looks like I'm just kind of repeatedly punching him in the dick, which, you know what, pretty based. Ouch. Oh, no, I want to keep doing stuff while you're in this vulnerable state, and I'm all super charged up. Probably should have done. I should have tried to time that a little bit better. There we go. We got our momentum bar very, very up. Very up, nice and good like. So we are extra damagey. First one is Dunzo. I apparently was fighting so vociferously, I went way past this other fella. No clips tonight. Emotional damage because of like the game's story and like the plot being emotional, or emotional damage because the game is stressful. I've actually had to play a single Persona game, and I would like to change that at some point. We are just damaging the dick off this man's. Get your legs out of here. Who needs them? We are just deleting this poor man. I almost feel bad about this. Extreme emphasis on the word almost. Oh, I didn't quite get that third one. Out of there. Knocked his fucking block off, man. Sounds kind of up your alley. Yeah, I usually say God of War, Devil May Cry, Prince of Persia, a little bit of Dark Souls, although really not as much Dark Souls. Because, you know, we were talking about this earlier, how Dark Souls is all about timing your attacks and managing your stamina, that kind of stuff. You can see in this game, there's no stamina meter. You know, I can just punch as many times as I want to. I can dodge as much as I want to, so it's not really a Dark Souls-like in many ways. But some of the boss designs kind of have that aspect, and there's very much a dodging mechanic and a parrying mechanic that there's trappings of some Dark Souls-isms. I'm going to report back to that one fella. And you get the cool sand surfing ability, which is pretty slick. So that's always enjoyable. It's like a nice feeling of speed to it. So this game's pretty good. The plot's kind of paper thin, and the monster, like the enemy diversity, is not the bestliest. So there's some aspects of this game that could be kind of boring to some, but I'm enjoying it. And it is nearing completion. I'll be done with it probably pretty dang soon, about the rate we're going. For the plot specifically, gotcha.
What exactly is going on here?
Yeah.
I overheard something about a champion.
Oh
of
no.
thieves.
Oh, that's the
think I saw
emotional
something
damage.
there.
Yeah, that would do it. Going
I'm
for the
glad to
full
see
100%, then yeah,
our
it's like,
side
is it a
saved
broken
the
bridge,
weights
Lizzie,
on
where you
the way
can't
to
go
the
back?
watcher.
Because,
Your
yeah, those are the
powers are-
worst. It do be that way sometimes. Alright, so apparently there's still one other person to talk to, unless they're just talking about Kendra.
End is close. It's up to you.
I think we're good there.
Stand ready.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're already good there. He wants to go up here, but I'm gonna warp to that anvil. Where's the nearest anvil? I'm kind of surprised there isn't one here. Guess I could. Well, no, warping makes sense because getting there is kind of arduous. I want to do that elite fight first.
We have taken the city.
Do you think the world will ever...
So I guess the nearest anvil is over that way. We'll see it. We'll see it on the way. The end game grinding, yeah. The Joker diary entries ability. What do the Joker diary entries entail? I'm kind of curious, because I know Joker is like the name of the protagonist. I don't want to fight Conjure again. We've already fought Conjure so many times. It's kind of a grind of a fight. It's gonna keep schmoving. So I'm just gonna fast travel this anvil up here. Also, I might as well save. All right, well, I'll fast travel, then I will save. So right here. Then I will save. Yes. So there's an elite enemy. Okay, I guess I'm looking... Whoop, wrong button. I'm looking at the path we need to go. Oh, you see, I thought this was like the final boss, but I guess the final boss is... main characters. I guess it's over this way. This is something else then? Oh, okay. This doesn't lead to him directly. This is just like an overpass where you can see him. Scorper. Scorper, I see. Ouch. Joker's writing in the... Oh, okay, writing the diary. Gotcha. To Max right so. Oh, that's kind of fun. But yeah, oh Jesus, what the hell is this? But yeah, that probably takes a lot of time though, writing the entries yourself. This guy's rank 11. That's the highest ranking fellow we've seen ever, I think. That's why he's an elite foe. He does a lot of damage. Them's were some damey dams. I might need to change up my build. Use my loadout for this fool. He's made a lot of tails happen, a lot of spiky boys. Unfortunately, I missed too many times. I saw him heal just now. Oh, is somebody healing him? I was wondering if one of his buddies had spawned. Maybe he has a health steal thing? He's eating my jumps. I like jump into him. He's so animated. He's so fast. So he's summoning some friends, but I'm just wailing on his ass. Some distance here. Gonna charge me? Oh, he's not charging me. Oh, here he goes. Where are you? Carry your little spawn friends, because I know they're gonna be annoying. They always are. See, what was I saying? I knew he was gonna be annoying, and he sure was. want to get stuck underneath you, I would like to be above you so I can take out that tail attack. Possible. And by that, I guess I mean I'm just taking out your face armor. Oh, he killed me. Wow, the 2-tap. Yeah, he does a lot of damage. I think he's the highest ranking fellow we've seen yet. Some fun embellish. Yeah, just some fun, like, creative stuff thrown in for good measure. I think it's nice. I think it's nice. But that probably takes time to put together, obviously. Let's try this one more time with the current build, but I might switch loadouts slightly. We definitely don't exactly have a shortage of things to try and essence stones to work with, because I think the thing this game does the best job at, just in general, is giving you a bajillion options for like builds you can make, you know, to fit your playstyle or fit the situation. They really did an excellent job, I would say, of giving you options. So like not railroading you like where like only this one build type is viable. It's pretty sweet, where you can do a bajillion different kinds of things and they're all hella good. So say that's a 3-hit combo. If I could land, I can actually capitalize on this. There we go. I usually don't like to lock on, but this might be a fight where locking on actually makes more sense. So yeah, there's so many times where this guy's so like wimbly bimbly. For those of us who are familiar with that phrase. Yeah, that was the right call. Ouch. That hurt a lot. Wow. That was a single attack, too. I don't want to attack you. I want to focus this thing. Actually, no. I do have to fight these things now because they're going to throw lasers at me. Oh, I can't do the sand surfing, can I? The melee attack, there we go, perfect. Makes my life a lot easier. Yeah, no lasers. They don't always do the lasers, but they do them enough. Actually, this should be enough to kill, I think. There we go. That was the last elite wraith to fight. We got an achievement for it and everything. It's like a Devil May Cry, but yeah, the Devil May Cry is probably one of the biggest influence. Well, I don't know if it's an influence, but it's one of the things that comes to mind the most with this game. And that's coming from a person who's never actually played a Devil May Cry game. But I think I would enjoy them because I'm enjoying this game. So I get a little view of what I'm assuming is the final boss fight, hovering ominously in this little spot. Looks like there was not much. I mean, we got a cool essence stone out of this, but yeah, the trader's still there, obviously, but that's really all there's to be said about that little spot there. So I guess I'll save in the exact same spot we just came from. Actually, no, I'll fast travel. I'll fast travel to do the other anvil. And then I will save. I need to use the restroom, so I'll step away for just a few minutes. And then I think we'll probably go for the final approach. I think unless this final boss battle is a real dick slapper, I think we might be beating this tonight, friends. The nearest boss battle to this guy is, man, there's really not, or nearest boss battle. The nearest anvil is not very near at all. It's actually all the way back this way, I think. Probably the closest. Actually, this might be the closest because you can, I don't know if it's the closest, but it's the quickest because you can just sand surf all the way across. They're super good. Yeah, I've of course heard a lot about Devil May Cry 1 and 3. Devil May Cry 1 and 3 are very much well regarded. I know 2 was kind of the redhead stepchild, but yeah, I know 1 and 3 are good, and I guess 4 and 5 are good too, for that matter. Really, 2 and the reboot I've heard less than great things about. I will save. It's not quite Sauron. Yeah, you're not wrong. With his weird glowy eye thing he's got going on. I did save, right? 11:22. Well, actually, no, it's 11:29. But I guess it seems like it's okay. As long as the playtime matches, there we go. That's what matters. So yeah, that is where we're schmoovin' next. We'll target this, but it's extremely clear where we're going. There's a treasure over there, though. Okay, that is kind of tempting. Maybe I should fast travel for that real quick. Real quick little treasure troving. It's pretty difficult, yeah. I'm not surprised, because with the first game, of course, it's the first games, they didn't exactly have the balance fully worked out yet. We don't talk about the reboot. I've heard the reboot is just okay. I heard it wasn't, like, horrible, but it was just fine. Kind of disappointing. And there's a reason why Devil May Cry, I guess, 4 rebooted back to original Dante and just, you know, that whole thing. Do I go up this way? I think the answer is yes. I think we do. I've heard Devil May Cry 2 is a lot rougher. But not so much because of, like, balance or difficulty bullshit. More just with, copy and pasted content and, like, just the level design. I've just heard that, like, it was like disappointing and not very well. I guess I don't know if polished is the right word here, but I don't know. I guess since I've never played the game, I can't really weigh on it too much. But I remember people saying it wasn't like garbage. Dark Souls, Devil May Cry 2, but the first game set the bar very high, and the second one was a huge disappointment. That's because of a truncated development cycle and the original guy not being involved with it, that kind of thing. Super edgy. Yeah, I've heard the gameplay is pretty cool for the reboot, but yeah, it's a shame that everything else is not great about it. The bigger rock is the right place. Close by the edge, but not on the ledge. Guess it means I gotta keep climbing then. Devil triggered about Dante. Overcorrected the issues. Interesting, I hadn't even thought about that aspect of it. But if it was like a weird answer to Devil May Cry 1's issue. I grab on the ledge. I cannot grab on that ledge. I was thinking jumping on those things. They said the big rock. Big rock is correct or something. There's a thingy down there I can break. Can I grab on this? Where do I go from here? Definitely not up here proper. Because I mean, it could be pretty much anywhere in this kind of realm here. What'd that thing say? It's probably this one. It wouldn't be that one. And it's back in Monsolar, so it's gotta be here, because we're in the Black Alms. The bigger rock is the right place, close by the edge, but not on the ledge. Shows a picture of the temple. Definitely in the right place. The bigger rock is the right place. Oh, is that it right there, actually? But I'd be having to climb, not dive down. I was overthinking it, perhaps. Too difficult. Dante was smarmy. Oh, interesting. Say they nerfed him. They nerfed him and nerfed the game's difficulty. I've heard there's a lot of reused content in Devil May Cry 2. Like they got like kind of not lazy necessarily, but the fucked up development cycle of that game meant that they had to like kind of scramble to put more content in the game, and it got weird. Got weird and not great. And again, as someone who's never played the games, I don't really have much of a dog in the conversation, in the situation, that is. But it's based on the discourse about the game, about the series, because it's a series that I've kind of similar to what I was saying earlier about like the Legacy of Kain and the Blood Omen games. It's a series that seems like something I would like. Yeah, I've heard Devil May Cry 3 was super good. Made him more of a jackass. They just gotta embrace it, right? Make him a goofy-ass jackass. That's why we're here. That brought us here in the first place. If I wanted a silent protagonist, I'd play a Zelda game. And that's coming from a big Zelda fan. That takes us all the way across. Okay, well that's all fine and dandy, but I don't really want to go that way. I'd actually rather go back the way I came. I want to go back the way I came because there was that one last platforming challenge that we could unlock. Just the overall development history. I know 2's development history was weird, but I actually don't know much about the other series, the other entries in the series. Devil May... Really? That's fucking news to me. My goodness, that's bizarre. It's interesting. It's interesting as hell, but yeah, very bizarre. I do know that the original attempt at Resident Evil 4, of course, was quite different than what we got for RE4 in 2005, 2006, where like I know a lot of us have seen like the YouTube video that has like some kind of early beta footage of a character that is clearly Leon Kennedy looking around this weird, it's like kind of like a, it's not like a warehouse, but it's like some kind of, it's not that way. How do I want to fight these guys? Some kind of, yeah, maybe it's a warehouse, maybe it's like a classroom, I don't know, but there's like all these weird dolls. There's like weird dolls with knives attacking you, like small little baby dolls, and it is clearly controlling like a traditional Resident Evil game with fixed cameras, that kind of thing. So I know about that one, but I did not know that there is a Resident Evil 4 Devil May Cry link. That's a wild one. I cannot sand surf on this. Well, that makes me very upsetty. Also, this just brought me back here, I think. Although I think this will bring me to the right place. So I just want to get back to that top area. Supernatural elements. Oh, they want to stick with the sci-fi horror stuff. Yeah. So that became Devil May Cry 1. Wow. That's wild. I had no idea. Because Devil May Cry 1 would have been PlayStation... Would that have been PS1? Or was that PS2? I know Devil May Cry 3 was PS2. Not that thing. I'm looking for the other piece I wanted to just smack off. But then RE8 happened. I don't know much about Resident Evil 8, but I've heard that it gets pretty weird with some bold elements, some bold storytelling devices. Although I've heard seems like just about everyone liked it though. So it probably worked out well for him. Alright, so there's that one down there. Was there something else over here? Same thing. Okay, so this is what I was looking for. Oh, okay, let's go up from above. Okay, so for all of our... Actually, hold on. Before I activate this, I think I saw a treasure chest over here. Devil May Cry 1 was a PS2 game, so you're telling me the first 3 Devil May Cry games were all PS2? That's wild. That's crazy. It was one of the first PS2 game. Man, I had no clue. I would have assumed PS1. Although I've never seen a Devil May Cry PS1, so I don't know why I assumed that, but yeah. Maybe just because it'd been around so long. So yeah, really, really early PS2 game then. That would explain it. Alright, so we have one more of these. I'm assuming this is just going to lead us back to where we came from. Leading us to this statue, which I had not even noticed until now. But now I'm noticing it. It's gonna be called Tony. Wow. Tony Redga. Oh, there you go. There you go. No, I did not know that. That's crazy. I guess like the part of it is that I've been such a casual with the Resident Evil series for so long. As a filthy casual, filthy RE, or just Resident Evil casual. Ooh, can't grab that one. Yeah, I didn't realize that yeah, the Resident Evil 4 development cycle was such an odd one. I was hoping to grab whatever artifact is over there, but it's okay. We got plenty of these things. So sure enough, Tony. Imagining a Resident Evil 4, or just really imagining the Resident Evil universe where there was only one Leon game is odd to me, because I'm assuming that Leon was a pretty well-received character for RE4, and that's why he returned in Resident Evil, let's see, what was it, Revelations, I guess? He's been in a couple of games since. So the idea of him, of like that being of Resident Evil 2 being the only Leon Kennedy game is so odd to me, because Leon Kennedy's so iconic. But yeah, sounds like there was a time where the devs were saying, no, we're gonna get a new guy in here, get some new blood. That's all we need. Well, I'd be curious to see what that alternate universe would have looked like, but really, I'm happy with what we got. I'm happy with the Resident Evil 4 that we got. Your right hand comes off. Alright, so I will confess, being that I'm a filthy casual when it comes to Resident Evil, I actually don't get that reference. I'm about to say something that might get a notch taken off of my gamer card. So don't judge me too harshly about this. I've already fought you, Tailguarder. But I've only played Resident Evil 4. That's the only RE game I've played. I've lived a deprived life. Oh god, that hurts. And I very much want to change that. I want to play really all of them. I want to play the remake of 1. I want to play the original of 2 and the remake. Same with 3. I want to play the 4 remake. I want to get caught up 5 through 8 now. I mean, I want to play them all. But yeah, I've been slacking. And this is coming from a guy that likes horror games. It's not like I'm, not a fan of the genre. I'm doing myself a disservice, honestly. We are most likely, not going to overpromise, but we are most likely beating this thing tonight. Because all that awaits is the final approach to what I'm assuming will lead to the big boss mans. So, unless the final boss battle is like... What time's right now? It's almost midnight, so unless the boss battle takes over an hour, I would go a little late. I mean, we'll say maximum 2 hours. The boss battle does not take 2 hours to beat, then we're beating this thing tonight. I did say this would be the week of beating things and getting caught up on things. That's what's up. Go fast. We're going fast, alright. Let's get another go fast. So fast. You could chain those things together and go like multiple layers of fast. That'd be even more gooder. Alex, how do you know this is the final boss? I don't know. Something about it. There's just something about it that seems like it has some finality to it. Redeem 1,000 things. Yeah, I mean, usually I'm willing to, entertain redemptions, even when they happen in weird times. But yeah, sometimes I will, postpone something, or I'll be like, I'll refund you the points. Like, Meerkat, poor Meerkat had to wait for multiple sessions for a couple redemptions he was doing. I was like, I'm sorry, because he would show up at the very, very end. Enhanced crush. Now, what's the one to like crush one of his testicles, or at least give him testicular torsion? Will that do it? Ouch, my eyes. I'm assuming they're gonna give us an anvil where we can save right before we get into the big shit. Oh, there's Mallory! With a big ol' heckin' Mallory raid. Thank you, my friend. My ass has never been more happy to have 19 people clamoring for it. Thank you, my friends. Thank you for that raid. Mallory, you're too good to me. You should all be jealous, by the way. We got to hang out with Mallory yesterday. We got to play some games. She did not murder me. It was hard for her, I think. She had to resist the urge to train her characters iron sights upon my bearded mug and blast my ass into oblivion. This is the final boss, I'm pretty sure. I think this is the final boss of the game. So we're about to beat this game, by the way. Atlas Fallen. There's our guy. Even though we look like a villain. We look like a fucking demon. But that guy's being... He's getting juiced up with evil villain energy. We got to play, we got to play XCOM 2 with Mallory last night, which is awesome. Mallory and Aaron. Here, I'll pause so we talk about this. With Aaron and Mallory and Unstable and Fod. We had the 5 crew. We had Jet had to he was out of town, so he wasn't able to join in, but it was good. And we did have a fun video. It was very fun. Now, what is Guess the Game? I know you're doing some Sekiro. I was lurking earlier when you were doing some Sekiro, and it was exercise, and Koala geniusly thought of the portmanteau of Sekiro and exercise, calling it sexercise, but I think you're right there, Mallory. I don't think the TOS watchers would appreciate that too much. Unstable says, I've seen this porno. No murders. Yeah, well, I mean, we got murdered. There was a lot of death. There was a lot of failure, but there was a lot of friendship. And, you know, humanity getting overtaken by aliens is one thing, but the friends we made along the way is much more important. Yeah. He was catching the bloop bloops, the fishies. That was a fun time. That was a really fun game, a fun stream yesterday, and I'm looking forward to more. I should be good this Sunday, but we'll see how everyone else's schedule looks. Oh, that's right. You did. I remember you telling us about that. I think I was participating in one of those streams not too long ago. I forgot that's what it was called. Did you beat Sekiro, by the way? Because I know it was the Sekiro exercise combination. That last level. Well, we're not done with it, but yeah, that last level has so far gone strangely well. I know the word portmanteau. What can I say? I'm just that cool. Also, my mom was an English major when she was in college, so I've grown up around a household of people that know what a few words are. Let's do this thing. We are fighting our BFF forever. Actually, this is the guy from the very beginning of the game who is a big meanie. And looks like he's got lasers. I bet he thinks he's so cool. Oops. Still got hit by that thing. I talk shit and I got hit. Ouch. Nope, nope. That's illegal. No more lasers for you, sir. Oh, that wasn't even him. That was one of his buddies. Like I said, this is most likely what I'm assuming is the beginning of a multi-phase end of the game final boss battle. Ouch. And of course I can't... there's no sand for surfing in this game, so I have to be limited to running around like a chump, like a poor-ass chump. Oh, Hypnospace. I think I was... I'm trying to remember if you... Did you stream that the other day or sometime recently? Because I feel like I saw you streaming it and I couldn't watch it. Maybe it was when I was out of town. Because, yeah, Hypnospace Outlaw, that game looks incredible. Let's see if I can get this guy real quick. He's out of there. The little homies are out of here now for me to spank your booty. Except he's going to do some environmental attacks. Kind of lame, actually. Kind of cringe, if you ask me. Going down some mines. There's lots of explodies just kind of floating around here. We made more friends. It's nice of them. That thing's out of there. No more spikies for Alex. No, sir. Final boss territory. Yeah, this has some final boss energy, for sure. I don't know if it is the final boss, but this is part of the final boss. I'm expecting it to be like a multi-process kind of thing. Multi-phase kind of dealio. Usually how these things go. So far, he's just throwing mines around. Oh, he's got a shield now, I see. Oh, is it one of these? Quicksand now? Oh, I see. This guy's being a nerd. Some Baldur's Gate 3, though? Oh, yeah. That game has been popping off, man. Lots of people playing it. And everyone seems to really dig it. Oh, Jesus. So how do I break your shield and or your face? Asking for a friend. Is this just platforming challenge the game right now? Let's do platforming and then that's what's hot? That's what's hot in the streets? Oh, that's a shadow. Oh, I was like, is that a safe place? Ooh. It's barely. Oh, that hurt. But lucky for me, I have all the abilities that I can throw out, and I'm throwing them all out right now. You know, the screen is kind of a blur of colors. Ouch. We're doing this again. I'm assuming he's gonna, yeah, he's gonna whisk them away. So now it's more platforming the game. Whoops. Let me just look away and miss my cue. We get quick lasers now. This guy's been pretty not crazy, so I'm expecting this is the pre-boss boss. So he's actually easier than the previous mini-boss we just fought earlier. Oh, you touched my tra-la-la? My ding-ding-dong? Got good damage. Let's fuck him up. Gonna break a piece of his armor. There goes one. Other one's coming in hot. Not gonna bother with the ancillary pieces quite as much. I'm just gonna focus the main one just because the ancillary pieces are really nice if you want extra pieces. Extra, like, resources. And we don't care about that shit because we're gonna beat this game pretty soon. The Twitch integration. Oh, cool. Oh, there's co-op. Really? That's cool. We're talking for Baldur's Gate 3, right? Yeah, get the Mallory Koala co-op. That'd be fantastic, actually. Yeah, I'd watch the shit out of that. Are you kidding me? Heavens. Oh my god, unstable. Yes, you should absolutely get some sleepies. You should get some sleepies. You're a growing boy. Alien. Space alien. Whatever you are. I don't know. But whatever you are, you're a growing... human? Alien? Person? I don't know. Identity crisis. But regardless, unstable. Appreciate you, man. Have a good night. Whoa. Can I reach this one over here? Oh, just barely. So I activate all my do the damage abilities, and then I do the damage, and I punch him in the face. Oh, it didn't kill though. Because I didn't target the thing I wanted it to target. As it took out the face armor. Ouch. Oh boy. That was a lot of pain. Didn't like that. Oh, he's got his shield back. Ouch. Man, lasers are popping right now. Lasers are going out of style or something. That one's out of there. Oh my god, I can't reach. There we go. I was gonna say, I know he's right there. Like, it's just one tap. One tippity tap. Oh, he's real sad now.
What is happening?
Can I just pick him up and just suplex his ass? 30 hours? Yeah, for this game, yeah, almost 30 hours in this game. All in one sitting. Not really. Not really. It's been good. So yeah, you've been playing it, Aaron? The platform became Fall Guys? Yes. Oh, there's our guy. Arctic, that is incredible. I did not realize there was a four-parter for that emote. That's a good-ass combo. Excuse me, combo. Oh, he's so sad. Did he just rip out his own heart? Or essence or whatever? I don't know if I know what to do with this. Almost dying in a cutscene. Oh, I know how to fly now? That's cool. Oh, I got a badass sword now? Hell yeah. Fuck you, giant face in the sky. Some Armageddon. Mortal Kombat Armageddon. I think this is one I played, actually.
And with this,
Oh, was that the end of the game?
after centuries,
That final boss
the
was a
Watcher
chump, you kidding
was
me?
Destroyed.
I think that might have been
The
it.
prison crumbled.
I almost feel that's almost like one of those where you don't unlock the true final
Was
boss
free.
until you like do the other stuff and collect all the other MacGuffins. So the final boss I kill, like that was like the piddly
To rule.
Scooty Puff Jr. final boss.
The unthinkable.
That
had
last
happened.
couple, that last phase was kind of tough with all the lasers,
Was
but
defeated.
no, the mini boss we fought before him was way harder.
They left this earthly plane. Their anger and oppression dissipated.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome, Aaron. I'm glad you've been liking it. Yeah.
Left alongside their
Pretty cheap
master.
ending boss, yeah. I was expecting a second phase. I was thinking maybe it wasn't gonna be like a
Change had come with
super
the
tough
gauntlet
one.
bearer.
Because I mean, that build,
Ruined but
we had a
short
pretty
amount of
overpowered build,
time.
honestly. We had a lot of
Reshape
tools at our disposal.
everything. Every
Had some
person
jumpy,
found
some stabby, and
themselves
then
in
wimmy
new-
wham wham wazzle. We're out of there.
A world in which they have yet to find their place.
The scene is
knights
yes,
can show
yeah. When
themselves now.
the guy rips the soul out of his body, we use it to give ourselves a big sand sword to kill the Watcher in the sky.
I am up to the task.
I think it's a Steve Hackett
The
album,
Queen of a
Watcher in the
Thousand
Sky,
Years
or
will
maybe it's a
not shape
Genesis
this
album. I don't know,
world
one of
any
them.
longer. She will atone for her sins.
And the
and
okay, and the
accept her
Queen is still
punishment.
alive, and she very much
Will
is
she live to reach
like
the age for
genuinely
which
on our
she
side. I
is
thought she was
known?
gonna double cross us or something.
Who can say?
Some Futurama. Gracie and I saw that
I do
on
not know
on
what
Hulu. They are
future holds
available.
for Naiar. They rule over this
Yeah.
world now. But how will they treat the people?
Yeah, the Dark Souls 1 boss. Well, the thing with the Dark Souls 1 boss, and you probably already know where I'm going with this, Arctic. I'm sure I'm probably preaching to the choir, but the whole point of that boss is for him to be a pushover. Like, that very much is the
Still
point.
brimming with the power of
Because, you know, the
gods.
whole Lord of Cinder, he used to be the Lord of the Flame, you know, he used to be the big badass, but now he's like a
Flowers
fraction
will
of his
bloom
power, so
where
he's...
now desert
Yeah, it's like,
exists.
from a storytelling perspective, yeah, that was very much intentional to make him a very weak boss battle.
For a new
To kind
battle.
of, it builds us up to think it's going to be a badass, but then you fight him and you see the state of the kill and then the whole state of the flame. Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's still. I think he's still a tough fight for the first time you fight him, but compared to some of the other boss battles, you know, you get the fucking Ornstein and Smo, right? I mean, compared to Ornstein and Smo, he's nothing. Yeah, he's an easy parry, really easy parry. So he has a lot of easy ways to cheese him. But yeah, I would say for me, I'm not very good at, I'm not like that good at Dark Souls, but I would say for me, it was still a tough fight. But yeah, just compared to some of the other ones, it was nothing. The Hammer Bros. Hammer Bros. What would that have been? I'm trying to think which one that would have been. I'm not including DLC bosses like Manos and Calamite, just because those are, I think, way harder boss battles, but those are in the DLC. Well, actually, was Calamite DLC? Maybe he wasn't. Manos would have been, I'm pretty sure. They call them the Hammer Bros? Well, one of them has a hammer. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, the new Londo Bros. There you go. Oh, fucking Artur. Well, that's also a DLC boss. Right? Isn't it? I think I'm looping too much into the DLC, but I think that's a DLC boss. But yeah, Artorias is a monster. Monster boss, yeah. Personally, I think Manos was the harder boss. Calamite fucked me up, though. Calamite took me a lot. But yeah, Artorias is such a boss. And I know we all love to talk about how Artorias, when you fight him, Dark Knight Artorias, whatever his full title is, his one arm is fucked, so he's only fighting one-handed, and he's wielding a sword that very much usually requires two hands. So the fact that he's such a badass and such a monster of a boss battle, when he's very much, you know, downgraded from his full power, means I don't want to see what that guy looked like in his prime. He would have fucked my entire day up. Yeah. That's awesome, man. Calameet's DLC, yeah. Yeah, Orange Sea and Smo is definitely base game. Yeah. Man, that's a good one, though. One of my... I always really like that attack that Artorias does. The one where he kind of bears down on all fours, leaps up super high, and then does this really cool flying stab attack. Because every time he like tries to hit me with that attack, there's that moment where he's honing in on you and he's got his sword like this, and it's such a wild animation. I think it's like an animation thing where I don't know if this was intentional, but the way he's moving and the swiftness of his movement makes me think of like a wounded animal that's just desperate, that's just trying to end this. And it's appropriate because again, his arm's fucked up. It's just I see that attack and it does psychic damage to me. Like I know how to dodge out of it, but whenever I'm playing that game and I see that attack, I'm always like, it looks so cool, but I'm the target of that thing and I'm so scared. It's so fucking badass though, dude. He's using it well. He's using it well despite the state of things. Yeah, his special moveset. It is insane. Did it say that, Flichet? I haven't really been paying attention to the credits, but yeah, that's awesome. An interest in tinned fish Arctic. I wonder what you would have searched that would have given it that impression. A majestic greatsword. Oh, you get the sword in Dark Souls 2? Yet another reason why I should play Dark Souls 2. And all the other games in the Soulsborne series, because god dang, I'm doing myself a disservice. Got a good example of it? Hell yeah. We'll check that once this wraps up here. Thank you again to Mallory for that raid, and raiding just as we finish this cool-ass game. This game has been Atlas Fallen, and it came out like 2 weeks ago. We were able to get a review copy via Daredrop. Daredrop is a service I've been using a lot lately. If there's any fellow streamers in the audience, and you are curious about this kind of thing, I'd recommend you at least take a look because they got some bangers coming out pretty soon. They just did a campaign for Blasphemous 2. You ever played Blasphemous 1? Blasphemous 2 just came out, and they did a Daredrop campaign for that one, where streamers can apply for review keys, and you can, once you get a review key for a game, you can get additional dares or kind of meta achievements where if you fulfill the requirements for the dares or the meta achievements, whatever you want to call them, you get extra game key giveaways you can give to your viewers. So do giveaways, that kind of thing. And it's been pretty cool. It's been a fun way to play some new games without me spending a dime, and also get some extra unlocks for the chat, for the homies. That's been really fun. And some of these have been pretty good. I mean, this game was really good. Motherfucking Trepang 2, that was fantastic. Aliens Dark Descent, I'm still working on. That game is extremely long. So yeah, I will very much be doing more Daredrop stuff in the future. In fact, I might even start the next game tonight. I was thinking I might save it till tomorrow, but might as well. It's an indie game called Splash. It is a two-dimensional sword fighting game with a very cool hand-painted art style. Might start that tonight, actually. Anchovies on pizza? Maybe somehow your phone recognized that your eyeballs saw those words, and it knew. It was enough to put it together. But yeah, we're going to be doing... The next game we'll be starting is Splash. It's a pretty short game. It should take like an hour or two to beat. We have a couple giveaways for that game. In fact, well, I'll do it once this wraps up. But I think I have a command for it. !dares might have the full list. And after that's done, I'll probably bounce back and forth between Aliens Dark Descent and then Gord. Gord is a game that just came out that I think is the same publisher, Focus Entertainment, that has some RimWorld-esque properties that I'm very much curious about. Kind of a colony management game with some interesting storytelling elements that very much tickle my pickle. So I'll be doing that and Aliens Dark Descent this week. Pizza with anchovies. Yeah, I'm in the exact same boat, Arctic. It would be the kind of thing where it would need to be someone's got a slice and they let me take a bite. Oh, Team 17, Flashayer. I think you're right. It's probably that one instead. I get Team 17 and Focus Entertainment mixed up sometimes. Partly because both of them have a very heavy presence with Daredrop. They pretty much a game comes out and it immediately drops on Daredrop, and it's really nice. I mean, this game is a good example of this. I'm not a huge numbers guy. I don't worry about the numbers too much. But I did notice that when we first streamed this game, we actually got quite a bit more views than I normally do because we were picking up people from the Atlas Fallen directory who were wanting to know, is this game any good? Let's watch someone play it, kind of get like a, you know, an idea of what to expect, that kind of thing. Because yeah, that's one thing I lose when I play older games. I'm the one who's playing it for the first time. Everyone else knows about it, so it's kind of fun being able to provide that for people. They want to see what the game's like. They want a quick little taste test. But at the same time, this is one of those cases where Baldur's Gate 3 had come out as well. Like, a bunch of games had just come out, so this game kind of got lost in the midst for some folks. But enough people were interested, and not a ton of people were streaming it. So it was kind of nice where there was decent interest, but not a ton of people streaming. So, you know, it was easier to climb the directory versus thousands of people streaming Baldur's Gate 3 right now. It's hard to make a splash. Yeah. Can't just pawn off the... Yeah, that's understandable too. That's totally understandable too, Arctic. Yeah, with the anchovies thing, I'm right there with you, man. It's a commitment. And I like seafood, but I don't like the super salty kind of stuff. I don't know. It just doesn't sound like the kind of thing I would enjoy. The worms people, yes. Understandable. Can you continue your adventure, do more side quests, that kind of thing. There are bad guys if you want, extra tough bad guys if you wish for a challenge. So this has been Atlas Fallen, my friends. Good game. I liked it. I liked it a lot. And valid criticisms. You know, there were things that I didn't love about the game. And yeah, again, the plot kind of paper thin, and the some of the sameness of the enemy designs. Not so much the designs, but just like the number, the kinds of bosses you fight. There's a lot of enemies, but with a game that has such a big focus on, I guess I'll go ahead and save, such a big focus on boss battles, the mini boss battles, the fact that there's so many of those kinds of fights you do, it means you inevitably fight the same thing a lot, which helps because you fight more souped up versions of those guys later on in the game. So that's useful, I suppose, but you know, after a while, some of the encounters become overly familiar. But the combat's very good. Combat is extremely good, and equally importantly, the diversity of builds you can make. I mean, all the essence stones you get. Like, we had a fucking gaggle of essence stones that we had no use for at the end, but we had so many that we could have made hundreds of builds, like very different builds if we wanted to. So I can appreciate that it gives you a lot of tools to work with, which is nice.